Everybody, I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we're going to talk about the crypto XRP surge. Why is it happening? If you don't know, you will find out tonight why it's happening. And also, we're going to be talking about the AI surge. We're going to be talking about stocks on the rise. Real estate, is that going up or down? Is that next? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? But you know this. This is called Stop Struggling Now, and welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. And sorry about the mix up. Sorry, I'm a little bit late this evening as well. But thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for being here, because you could be anywhere on a Friday night and you're here joining me and the rest of the SSN Nation. So I appreciate that. Make sure you share the videos. That's so other people can find the channel as well. It's kind of hidden, so we don't want it hidden anymore. Let's see who's in the house tonight. Nobody should have seen the trailer tonight because it was not included. I've been out all day, so therefore I've been out of touch. My phone wasn't on, wasn't able to do some things beforehand, but anybody who now comes in late will see the trailer. So let me know if you received the YouTube notification and if you do see the trailer. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right, look who's in the house tonight. Laverne Penix is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he has the icon next to his name. I appreciate that. He's known as Mr. Cool in these YouTube streets. And he brings his tagline. He says, "Hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is well. I received a notification and watched the trailer. So maybe it did put in the trailer and you were able to see it. So that's great to hear." And also, Professor, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. She's known as the Professor here. Auntie Val is here with the icon next to her name. Thank you so much for being here on the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And she brings her tagline this evening. She says, "Good evening, fam," with the heart, with the strength, with the cup of Java in tow. And she says, "Got the notification." That's a very, very good thing. Thank you so much. Very, very happy to see you once again, Professor Auntie Val. Victor Marrero is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He too has the icon next to his name, and he brings his tagline this evening. "Hello all, let's do this." And the countdown to retirement for Mr. Marrero is going down. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a special party, right? When we got to find out when his actual official last day goes down. We got to have a party up in here because he's going to be traveling all over doing his thing. So once again, thank you very much, Victor Marrero, for being here. And very, very happy to see you this evening. Chantel Watley, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Very happy to see you once again. Says, "My XRP jumped over byte. I was just about to cash it out." Hey, I'm not mad at you, depending on when you bought in. If you bought in over the last, 6 months, a year, and it's doubled up in price, I am not mad at you if you cash out. There's a take profits and run. I agree with you 100% on that. Let me see. I was out today, so I don't know what's been happening too much today. Blade as Kona is here. welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Very happy to see you as well. And he says, good evening, familia. I received a notification and trailer. That's 3 people. Thank you so much for letting me know. That is awesome. Vanessa Wilson. Oh, a name change. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. She has been in the house for a while, known as the Seamless Genius. And she brings her tagline this evening. She says, hey, boss and SSN fam, happy Friday. Got the notification. Very, very nice. Also known as Vanessa Comegade in these streets, ladies and gentlemen, as well as the Seamless Genius. And Laverne Pennick says, I watched the drone footage. Yes, Mr. Cool. Did you happen to spot where the wave is? I couldn't tell what's going on. It looked like a whole new city up in there. I was like, holy smokes, look at all these new roads, even some dirt roads they're driving down. That all wasn't there when we were there, right? So this is getting crazier and crazier, more beautiful by the minute. Did anybody notice the little subtle, when they went around the corner from Pueblito Carabino, because they have their 2 models there, did anybody notice when they drove down the street that there was all kind of villas or townhomes, and then they got to the end of the street and they had a little park there? I thought that was nice because in the master plans, they don't show parks in neighborhoods. And you knew there had to be because there's so many people. I thought that was I was like, oh, this is what I expected. This is beautiful. So everything's coming along perfectly at Vista Cana like magic. So once again, I know you got to be happy after you saw that footage. Let me know, Mr. Cool, what you thought after you saw that footage. Vanessa says, hit the like button, fam. Thank you so much. That's right. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Why? So the YouTube gods know that we're here, that you're here. We're in the house. All right. We're going to talk about this because I don't know what happened with it. Victor Morel says also got the notification. We're up to 5 people, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. Thank you for letting me know, Victor Morel. And again, Vanessa, it's me, boss, Comegate Wilson. I know. That's why I said you're the Seamless Genius. I know exactly who you are. You know, I know alter egos, different names. I understand. Just threw me off when I saw the Wilson part. I was like, wait, not the Comegate part. I'm going to say the Wilson part tonight. So that's pretty cool. But yes, I know who it is. And Laverne Penix, Mr. Cool says the wave is 6 months behind schedule. Yeah, you're lucky. That's good. You're lucky is all I can say. The reason why I say you're lucky, I know you're going to say, Eric, I'm not really lucky, but 6 months from now will be January. If the wave was delivered in January of 2024, my God, man, if you're going to rent it out or you're going to stay there, but if you rent it out, you should be able to do pretty good. But if they don't finish it in 6 months, that's the question. Because I've been noticing, just so everybody knows, we're talking about in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, is a place called Vista Cana. I released a video by El Comandante, and shout out to El Comandante for allowing me to use the footage. He has the footage here on YouTube as well. But the thing is, once you see that place, it's magical. It's being magical like it was supposed to be. And there's more to come, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe this? There's more to come. There's still a lot more to come. There's still commercial zones, restaurant, bars, cigar lounge. There's a commercial island, and there's something that I can't even talk about that may be coming. That would change things. Oh man, that would take it over the top. It would be vying for the #1 spot if they added this extra piece. This would be interesting. But let me know what you're doing, Mr. Laverne Penix. If you guys are going to rent it out or you're going to stay there, what did you guys ever decide to do, Mr. and Mrs. Cool? All right. 6 months behind is not bad because what I was getting at was Panorama Lake. The buildings themselves have been built over a year and a half ago. It's taken them a year and a half to get their lake right, to get their units right, to get their restaurant and pool area right. So I'm thinking if the wave has all their buildings there, I don't know. And I can't even tell where anything is these days. I was like, where's the markers at? It's crazy. But if they have their buildings in place, they would have to have their buildings in place, and they would have to have like their pool and all that already done in order for them to even conceivably have their first phase done, because it's going to take more than 6 months. Hell, I keep reminding people, Cruise on Land, they said last year at the end, like October, November, somewhere in there, they said, we're going to have a model January, the month of January. They still haven't finished their model. Yes, they've got a building up and they've done some things, but here it is, 7 months way past what they thought for a simple model. So that just gives you an idea. Don't count on when they say, you have to see what's built there. Then we'll know. All right. Then we will know. All right. It's scheduled for the end of 2024. Oh, I thought it was like 6 months from now or six. So at the end of 2024, that's even better. That would be believable, because we would have to see a building almost now. And then it's going to take them 6 months to put paint on the outsides, build the terraces upstairs, because they got to cool upstairs on the penthouse units. Then the pool is shaped, and they have other things as well. But the fact of the matter is, that's why I believe end of 2024. If they're 6 months behind, that would make sense to me. And I need to see their building finished in the next 6 months, quite frankly, in the next actually 3-4 months. And then they're putting all the units together. And some people probably have a furniture package too. So it's going to be cool. But that's awesome. I'm glad to hear this. James Way is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He has the icon next to his name. He says, hello, all. Got the notification. There is a rumor out there saying the rent is too damn high. I know for a fact it is real. You got that right, James Way. We all know for a fact it's real. There's no way you're going to be able to escape. Let's just call it what it is. Even if you rent right now and your landlord's, well, it depends on what city and state that you're in or country. But the thing is, you have to realize prices are going up with regard to insurance prices, real estate taxes. Those items are going up. So therefore, as a landlord, they have no option but to increase the rate, at least just to match. So that's where we're looking. That's where it's sitting at. So the rent is going to be too damn high. In some jurisdictions, though, the rent is coming down. So that makes it even cooler, right? But it's not like, let's just get things in perspective. You guys know what it is. Rents that were $1,200 are now $1,800 to over $2,000. So even if somebody said, okay, the rent came down to $1,750, that's still damn near 40 to 50% price increase from just 2 years ago. So that's still crazy when you really actually think about it. And that's part of the problem in America, in a capitalist society. After they raise the price, then they reduce the price. You think you got a deal, when in fact you go, oh, well, 3 years ago, my rent was $1,200. What do you now? Even if it's $1,750, that's still a lot more, 40, 50% more. That's crazy. But you're going to take it because it's not $2,000, $2,100, $2,500 like in a lot of places, right? So that's the good news. So yes, the rumor's out, but it's no rumor for all of us. We know better, right? Laverne Prentick says scheduled at the end of 2024. Yes, we went through that. That's good to know, because I never knew when the wave was going to be. Is that the first phase at the wave, or is that the complete project at the wave? Because I think they did have 2 phases, if I'm not mistaken. Chili Davis is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. You know Chili Davis. He has his name, Curtis Davis. Then he has the YouTube street names here in the SSN Nation. It's AKA Mr. Financial is here. And he brings the money bags this evening. I'm sniffing some money bags. You with that XRP, with the AI, with the chips. I'm smelling some money, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, SSN family, is his tagline. ABMM, always be making money. I like that. You guys should like that. ABMM, always be making money. We got to get a shirt with ABMM, don't we? I think so. All right, Chili Davis. Go over to Chili Davis channel, ladies and gentlemen. Show some love. He reached over the 1,000 subscriber mark. He's dropping gems throughout the day, evening, and sometimes late night financial news, updates, earnings reports, stocks, and anything that can help you make money. He's dropping it. You got to go over there, subscribe, like, subscribe, click the all notification bell. All right. That'd be greatly appreciated. Show some love. He's part of the SSN Nation fam. And speaking of SSN Nation fam, there's other family members that are out here making moves, making things happen. Not only the real estate guys like Laverne Penix, Victor Morel's handling biz. Not only that, we have some other people, entrepreneur style, Seamless Genius doing their thing at the mall, the Airbnb of malls. Summer must be going pretty good in LA land, probably at the mall that you chose. So hopefully that's still going great. And then we have our own Professor Auntie Val with her beachfront Java, ladies and gentlemen. Coffee is like the #1 product when it comes for around the world. There's no borders for coffee. All right. Just keep that in mind. And you want premium blend coffee, then you go to Beachfront Java. In fact, I'm putting it right here. I'm putting it right here in the chat room. It's not down below in the description. It's right here in the chat room. Go over there, ladies and gentlemen. If you've already ordered using the SSN fam link before, you're good for 10% off on your reorders. For everybody who uses the link in the chat room now, you say, I'm from SSN Nation, send a message, put it in the promo code, whatever the case may be. Let her know, because your next reorder is 10% off. Just what Vanessa Wilson Comagate is saying at Auntie Val. I want to reorder some Java. Is there a special code, sis? Vanessa, Seamless Genius. No code. All people that ordered prior receive automatic 10% off for life. That's right. 10% off for life. But we'll see what she says. We'll see what she says, because maybe there is a code, because I don't know how that actually works. Oh, wow. Okay. 10% off. Great. I'm loving the Java. Yes. Hopefully you left a review as well, because so far all 5-star reviews. If you like Keurig, it doesn't have to be whole beans. If you like Keurig, she has those, the K-cups as they call them. She also has fine ground and drip ground. If you like that espresso, get that fine ground. You got drip ground, you like drip ground, you got that. They come in different pound bags, 1 pound, 2 pounds, half pounds, 3 pounds, 5 pound bags, each one specific, and they come in Ziplocs. So now it's always fresh. So go show some love, ladies and gentlemen. Beachfront Java. And also, I want to know, is there any other members of the SSN Nation who has been missing out on real estate investing opportunities around the world? Because if you have, you need to stay tuned. Watch some of the channels. Watch some of the videos on real estate investing here. And also, we are still marching towards 2024, which Mr. Cool was talking about, his wave. I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 2024, starting in 2025, 2025 is going to be a watershed moment, because you're going to have places like Vista Cana is going to be running at full tilt. They're going to be off the charts. They're going to have the projects all running up. People are going to live there. People are going to be renting there. People are going to be talking about that place. And then Cruise on Land is going to be out. Then it's going to be Larimar is going to be out, and people are going to be talking about those projects. And as far as I know, there are no other projects that meet that type of hype. And if those places all come out in like 2025, which Vista Cana is already kind of out, but it's going to be running full bore. They're going to have the free reign for the next 2 years, roughly, because there's not going to be another mega project. The next mega projects are going to come out at the end of 2025. So they have free reign for 2.5 years, damn near. No real competition. If you start talking about competitors and places to stay, there's going to be a rush to stay at Vistacana, especially when they have their sports complex in and when they have their second man-made beach. And so that's why I'm saying at the end of 2024, beginning of 2025, when they have those two things in place, it's going to be off the charts. At that point, guests are going to want to stay there. Owners are going to live there. And now it's full bore. And the last tidbit that they need is a transportation to and from downtown. I still can't believe they haven't set that up. I'm pretty sure somebody has, because that's their next little thing. Bus ride to the beach, bus ride to downtown. And then what else is there? And then you just stay here. I mean, it's pretty cool. All right, let's see what else is going down. There it is. Yes, 10% off. Mo Better's in the house. Another investor's here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he has the icon next to his name as well. And he brings his tagline. What's the deal, SSN Nation? You know what the deal is. We got to talk about other ways of making money, other possibilities. It just can't be cut and dry. There's many different ways. And he says, what's up, E? It's all going good with me, man. Thank you so much for being in the house. He says, yes, we in the building. The nation is here. So thank you for being here once again, Mo Better. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support with the icon. And he says, got the notification and the trailer. We're up to 6 people. Thank you so much for that. Mo Better says, Auntie Val, I received my coffee. Thanks. Mo Better, let us know, which coffee did you get? Did you get that cinnamon sticks or cinnamon? I can't remember the name of it. Which one did you get? We're all want to hear about it. Glad to hear that. That's great coffee. 5 stars so far. Chili Davis says, Vistacana is hot. Yes, it's hot. It's number 2 on my list, ladies and gentlemen, of best projects in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. It's number 2 on my list. I don't have a Dominican Republic countrywide list because there's so many projects. But even if I did, all the ones, Vistacana and all those other ones are probably be at the top of my list. I would be adding Sosua Ocean Village to my list because that's over in Sosua. Well, it's in Cabarete, but they actually have villas, condos, lots. They have it all. Water park. They're on the side of a cliff on the ocean. They have their beach club, and their prices are still reasonable. And they do owner financing. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. That's one that I talked about like 3 years ago. All right, when you could have bought a 2-bedroom condo for like 160 there, owner finance, by the way, even then, and you could have bought a villa over there for like 250, 225, something like that. You can't do that anymore. So there goes the situation. Get in early, get in now, get in early. Down below in the description, go down below the video and you will see different projects with realtors' names. You hit them up on WhatsApp, tell them you're from the SSN Nation, and they'll show you the love that you deserve. All right. Now, Chili Davis says, Eric is planning a dynasty in DR projects. That's the name of the game, man. That is the name of the game. That's the name of the game. We're doing the big boy moves while the big boys are sleeping. See, they're going over to Cap Cana, right? Most of the time, or they're going over to some other higher end projects. We're going with projects that make sense because if we don't live there, we want somebody else to stay there or would want to stay there, right? We want to rush. Okay, I got the cinnamon kiss. So you did get the cinnamon one after all. All right. So you say, have you tasted it yet, though? Let us know, because it seems like you might have tasted it. Let us know how it works out. Mo Better. But I'm trying to get Auntie Val to come out with that Mo Better coffee beans. I love it. I love it. Exactly. Hey, hey, Mo Better, you know how it works. You got to put it out there, right? You got to do it. You know, in case Mo Better and some others may not know the story, you know there's a place called Mother's in New Orleans. And it's world famous. And every day I used to go in Mother's, I used to tell the owner of the place, because he'd be by the door. This is years ago, about 10 years ago, 8 years ago. And I would tell him, because they would have things like eggs, pancakes, something like that, right? They're on their menu: eggs, pancakes, sausage, I think. Well, you could take your pick and thing. So then I said, nah, man, where's the Cali special? Every day I went in, I was like, where's the Cali special? He's like, Cali special, what's that? I said, oh man, that's the eggs, that's the pancakes, that's your sausage or bacon, and you got to have the grits that go with it. He's like, what? So the first day he sees me, okay, whatever. Second day, man. So I get up to the counter the next day. I'm like, Cali special. They're like, what? We don't have no such thing as Cali special. I look back at the owner and he just smiles at me. But by the fifth day, Cali special, they're like, oh, yeah, we got it. See Mo Better? That's how you got to do it. Every time you order, you got to put that thing in there going, where's the Mo Better coffee beans at? Where's the Mo Better whole bean special blend from? You know where? Your spot. Sorry, guys, my internet froze. No worries. We're all good. I hooked on my jazz on the beach flavor. There we go. Vanessa Kamage says she loves the jazz on the beach flavor. The reason why people love these is because they all have their own blends and notes. Like the cinnamon kiss has cinnamon. The brew campfire brew has the chocolate that I love in it and this fragrance. You can smell it as it's brewing. There's some others with the salty, with the caramel in it. I don't know all the names. She started out with like 3 to 5 to 6. Now there's like, I don't even know, 9 different blends or something, maybe 10, and some merchandise and some K-cups and some fine ground. See, we started off with the whole beans when it first came out, when she did her startup. So go show some love, ladies and gentlemen. People are giving her 5 stars for the coffee, and you can see here, everybody's agreeing. All right, so glad everyone likes the coffee. I see the order, sis. There we go, showing some love. Once again, I like Mo Better coffee. I like it too. It has a bell, doesn't it? Mo Better coffee, like Mo Better Blues. Yeah, Mo Better coffee. Exactly. Kind of does have a ring. Victor Marrero says it all. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Punta Cana project prices are exploding. Oh my. At the Galaxy, 2-bedroom, 2-bath at the floor below mine are starting at $383K. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, just so you guys understand, 4 years ago, in fact, 3 years ago, you could buy a 2-bedroom in this building for $231,000. Did we not say, Victor Morrell, it's on track? Did we not say most places are $150 to $200 a square foot, which is $1,500 a square meter to $2,000 a square meter for a lot of projects? If you go to Cap Cana, you're going to be paying $3,000 a square meter pretty much. Nothing wrong with that. 5-star location. But here we are. So here's the situation. It's even outpacing their square meter size. They are more than 200 square meters. I mean, sorry, I don't think they're more. Yes, they are more. They're more like 230 or something a square foot, 2,300 a square meter. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Room to grow, because it's going to be 3,000 a square meter for ordinary. Well, it's not ordinary, but nice places. It's going to be 3,000 next year. So if you don't get in now, 3,000 a square meter is a lot, or 300 a square foot. So what we're talking about is 1,000 square feet is going to be $3,000. All right, you guys getting this? So if you want something large, like 2,000 square feet, it's going to be something like $550,000 to $600,000. Those would be penthouses that you can get right now at Larimar, a prime, $360,000, $380,000 for a penthouse unit. Those are going to be like $600,000, like in a couple of years. All right, so think about it. But Victor Morrell saying there are a few left. Yes, we've been talking about this, 383. And oh, by the way, they charge more when you go up levels, unless that's on the bottom floor. My floor 4th is sold out, but they're over $400K. Exactly. So the next level up is probably, I think, aren't they like 410? I think it's 410, Morrell, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they're 383, 389, 410, 419. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, at the Galaxy, that's at Rock. It's going down. So this is very interesting because you guys don't understand. This is at Hard Rock. They are on the golf course. All right. Even though we're going to be talking about this XRP and everything, but this real estate, if you get in at the right place at the right time, your right time is now. It's not going to get any better. Booming. Okay. In case you're new here and don't understand, if I tell you TripAdvisor, where people pick which locations are the most popular destinations, in this case, the best of the best 2023 top 10 destinations. Number 9 is the island. It appears once again. But all I'm getting ready to say is this is a type of thing that you have to, if you want to get wealth. Victor Marrero, he went all in. Family members went all in. They said, yeah, this is cheap enough for me. And now, by the time they get this built, it's going to be double in value, clearly. It's not even going to be a problem. So, what can we tell you, everybody? Everybody's winning. Boss, my nail machine might have a home. Have you heard? No, I don't know anything about the nail machine. What are we talking about here? You haven't mentioned this. Are you telling me that which one did you get? Which one did you, are you saying you got that? Well, I don't know what price it is now anymore because I think they came off of that 40 grand thing. And I know it came down a little bit, but are you saying that you're going to put it in a location? Are you going to spill the beans? Let me hear about it. I haven't heard about it. At Vanessa, yes, I didn't hear about it. Let's go. Phoenix Salon Suites. They are all over USA and England. Okay, all right, all right. I'm liking what I'm hearing so far, but what are we saying? At Auntie Val, yes, I'm telling you, it will be a number one hit. Mo Better Coffee. All right. There are a few penthouses at the Galaxy left with golf view starting at 532. They're 2582 square feet. See, ladies and gentlemen, see right there, that's 2,000 a square meter. That's 200. That's about right. You see what I'm saying? This is a hell of a price for that square footage. All right. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to be able to get these type of penthouse units with this size a year from now. This is going to be 600 and some thousand. This 1,400 square feet is what is now valued around 383 to 410, which means it's over 2,000 a square meter, over 200 a square foot. You see how this is working, ladies and gentlemen? And you want to know something else? I'm watching Rock because if you are an investor, you should understand your markets. I'm watching Rock because they have multiple type of buildings and units within that community. What's very fascinating is my 1% rule. I can't get my 1% rule. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that $383,000 purchase, I can't rent right now at Rock for $383,000. I can't. I don't see anybody renting like $400 a night, not for a 2-bedroom unit. There's some units I know out there that the guy has I think he bought 2 units and he put them together. So I think he turns them into 4 bedrooms. I don't even think he charges $400 a night. But guess what's going to happen? It's going to catch up. Because at Hard Rock Casino and Hotel, January, February, March, and April, they charge $1,300 a night just for a hotel type studio unit. It's all inclusive, yes. But if you're charging $1,300 per night, they're going to be able to charge a lot more than $250, $300, $150 a night next year. I think if people live there, I think they're going to start raising their prices because you can actually throw in 4 bracelets, charge people $800 a night or $700 a night and still be good. because you're saying you have the all-inclusive portion. They'll pay you the $800 a night. Why pay them $1,300 plus tax and plus whatever other fees? Because actually the $1,300 turns into like $1,450, and you can charge $850, $600 per night times 7 is $4,200. I don't care who you are, and you have a condo. I think I'm going to pay the $4,200 less and still have a bracelet. You see what I'm saying? This is one of the things that Victor Marrero gets to. He gets to alternate. He gets to figure out what he wants to do. That's one of the beauties about being in a place that has a 5-star hotel as your next door neighbor. You're part of it, so to speak. You can actually go to the casino, no additional cost, no wristbands needed. You can go to the restaurant, no wristband and all that needed. So, and nightclub too. But the things are, here we go. Stocks are exploding, E. Of course they are, Mo Better. Soon as the Federal Reserve, if they've already made an announcement that they're going to stop raising interest rates, I'm not convinced. But that's what, if they say that, it's going to be crazy. 400 to 600K increased value plus 200 equity. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Victor Marrero at the end of this year, he's going to have, his has to be 460. I don't know if they'll reach 460 in the next 5 months, but 1 year from now, they will be selling his units for like 450, 460. Just no way around it. That's what's going to happen. Everything is going according to plan, ladies and gentlemen. Vanessa says, wow, the Galaxy price have exploded. I remember when it was 181K. Yes. In a certain, yes, you're right. The 2 bedrooms and Connor Rock condos and another Connor Rock project was 171. You're exactly right. It was 171 for a 2-bedroom. They sold out. Almost sold out. I don't know what those prices are for those units and those other buildings are, but I have to guess they got to be at least what? If the other ones are 380, that has to be like 250, 270, something like that, I would think. So yes, it's all going as expected, ladies and gentlemen. I love it when a plan comes together because so many plans do not come together. Chili Davis, real estate equity can build wealthy empires. That's what we love. Get in now, get it early. All right, Mo Better says ARAV, bio penny stock. Keep an eye on this one. 1.61 currently, $1.61 currently. All right, well, why not get into that a little bit? But make sure you smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. And like I always say, if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to become a member like Mo Better and a few others, then please do. That's how you support the channel financially on a monthly basis. And you can join me on the screen anytime. But here's what we're going to go to right now. CNBC. Let's do this. CNBC. Let me see what's been happening over here. See if we're going to get taken out. In fact, let's go. I normally would. Okay, here we are. Let me know what you guys are going to be thinking. How is it XRP goes from 29 cents to 81 cents? Dow closes 100 points higher, but oh no. What's happening here? S&P down a little, NASDAQ down a little, and Dow Jones up. Okay, Dow closes higher Friday on solid earnings. All right, we're in no hurry around here. FTC loses appeals court bid to temporarily block Microsoft Activision deal. Oh, I'm loving that. I'm loving it. I'm actually loving it. The reason why I'm saying that, we'll get into this ARAV. The reason why I'm saying that is because over in the EU, they approved the Microsoft Activision deal. So I'm kind of like, you understand all that happens is Microsoft has an offshore company. So they're still going to operate and sell their gear, their stuff around the world. Meanwhile, the United States says, no, we don't want to have it, allow that deal to go through. And so now you're missing out on all this revenue that would be normally coming in as well. So I find it very interesting. But the appeals court said, yeah, we're not rocking with you guys trying to block these guys. Other places around the world allowed it. So we're going to allow it. I love it. All right. Elon Musk plans Tesla, Twitter collaborations. No problem with that with AI. All right. So what we're going to do here is let's go look at this. I'm not familiar with this stock, ARAV. Okay. I'm not familiar with this. 1.61. What's special? Houston, Texas, 23 employees, biosciences. Looks like some sort of, it's not just, all right, you're going to have to give us something, some background. I'm not seeing much of any. Okay, clinical stage biotechnology company which engages in developing new therapies that target important survival pathways for, okay. Can we get some English? Just tell us what you do. I don't want to know any. Okay. I can't use that. I don't think. All right. Let me know, Mo Better. Why do you say Araviv? I don't know how to pronounce that company. Engages in transfer designed to halt the progression of life-threatening disease, including cancer and fibrosis. Oh, that would be major. December 2008, headquartered in Houston, Texas. All right. Well, the stock has actually dropped, but not really major. I mean, the high was today at 1.7, and now it's 1.6. Let's just go look at something here. Let's go 3 months. It's generally 1.8, 1.84. Now it's down to 1.6. Why has it dropped? And then it was even at 1.2 July 3rd, and now it jumped. Must be some news. Must be something we don't know about. Could this be a gem that Mo Better's talking about here? Give us some info. Let us know why that is happening. I did hear about some cancer drug that did come out, or something that came out recently. I'm thinking this might be a good spot. Check it out and tell me what you think. I think it's awesome. What do you mean? If you're talking about the Phoenix salons, are you saying it's going to be in one of the locations or a lot of the locations, which means you need multiple units? Let me know. I didn't get my answer back. Are you talking about the standalone or are you talking about the countertop? And we're talking about the nail machines. All right, let's see what else we got. It's a penny bio stock. Let's go. What do we got with XRP? I'm thinking this might be a good, oh, okay. Yes, it would be an awesome spot. It just depends on how they're going to utilize it. If it's already a nail, I'm hearing XRP did not win their court case with the SEC. Exactly. That's why the stock went up, or not stock, but the crypto went up. Exactly right. That's exactly what happened. That's why things popped. Mo Better, that's incorrect. Ripple won the case. Yes, exactly. If I misunderstood. Ripple, I thought you meant XR, that they lost the case. Ripple won the case, 80-20. The quick relisting to exchanges is your proof. Yes. Yes, they did win their case. So what did I read? Oh, it did not, he's saying. I'm hearing XRP did not win their case. No, they did win their case. Like Professor Antival is correct. They did win their case. So that's why this crypto popped from like 29 cents to 81 cents. In fact, let's go look at something right now. Why don't we go look? Let's see what the price for XRP is. Let's go look this up. 71. Oh, it came down a little bit today. Interesting. What's the problem here? Actually, yeah, this was 47, then went all the way up to 83, and it's retraced back down to 71. Very interesting. I thought but then again, what is XRP really worth? Professor Antival may know this, because I thought that was part of the ISO. And that's where I'm kind of a little bit confused, because if it's part of the ISO, that means, isn't it supposed to be based up on like $1? So the best case scenario is $1. And why would you pay $3, right? I don't get it. But maybe there's something more to it. Remember, There's always something more. You got to do your due diligence when you want to find these things out. Professor says the judge's rulings were clear. Quote, XRP is a digital token and not an investment contract or scheme. Yes, exactly. She's got it. She's saying it how it is. This is also good news for the Coinbase lawsuit against for them versus the SEC. Exactly. But Coinbase, it is good for them because they're carrying the XRP and a few other tokens. So that's great. It's going to be very interesting because the United States, they like keeping things in the gray area way too long. And crypto, I do understand why they don't want to allow crypto to be a thing and have this gray area all the time. Because let's face it, how much money's on the table? We're talking about trillions of dollars. If people divert their money from putting it into the stock market and instead put it in crypto, that diverts it away. So then what does the stock market do? They go, can we have ETFs based on crypto? Because that way they could get in on crypto without and still get your money. So that's the thing. And that diversion that they're taking away is trillions of dollars could be in their funds. And then they have more trillions assets under management to blow us out of the water, right? So that's why, and the government doesn't want to be able to allow you to just use your money. They want to be able to track you so they can keep tabs on if they got to steal some of your money. I mean, let's call it what it is. So if you're out of crypto or into crypto and you're not in an American exchange or anything like that, they can't track you. That's the beauty of this whole thing. That's why this is a problem. Because they're not going to just go, oh, yeah, we'll just make it all good for crypto. You guys can do whatever you want. No, they're going to always make it this, oh, yeah, SEC is going to always try to come down. Unless you're Bankman-Fried. I'm like, how's this dude not locked up? I'm like, this is crazy. All right. Judge ruled the original institutional sales were unregistered security sales, which Ripple already was ready to settle over, and a separate trial date will be set. Okay, well, that still muddies the water. Is this also? I didn't hear about the second part. So that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Because how are they calling it unregistered when this guy on the appeals, they said the judge ruled, as you said. Oh, but okay, this is where the misunderstanding always came in. Are we talking about Ripple or are we talking about XRP? Because there's actually two different things. Ripple operates. XRP is crypto. And at the beginning, I thought Ripple and XRP were the same thing. They're separate. So maybe that's why I'm confused a little myself, because I'm cross-referenced. Are you saying the first one was based on Ripple, and then now we're going through this, calling it's still an unregistered security sales, which Ripple already was ready to settle? So which one did we actually settle? It was the XRP, right? That's been settled. That's why there was a spike. But the Ripple, are they still trying to say that's something? Okay. I also Googled and saw this. What does the XRP ruling mean? The sale of Ripple's XRP tokens on exchanges and through algorithms did not constitute investment contracts. The U.S. District Court of the Southern District of New York, probably, yes, ruled Thursday. But the institutional sale of the tokens, wow, did violate federal securities laws, the court said. Well, then that explains why it just went up to 80 something and dropped back down to 70. So all this is in real time. So they are going to have to do what Professor was talking about. They are going back. Oh, so this really for the token is not settled. Okay, well then that's a whole different ball game. This is hardly settled in my opinion at this point. And by the way, get your shirts, ladies and gentlemen. Stop struggling now. F average, be legendary. You can get one of these hats, all that at stopstrugglingnow.com. Okay. Have to show some love that way sometimes. Here we are. Chantel Watley. I'm a big black mom and I bought XRP. Should I hold or cash out? Hey, Chantel Watley, you have to do what you need to do. But I'm going to say if you bought it, 47, 49, 50, and it rolled up to 80, I probably would have bailed out simply because you're holding it all this time. Now, if you bought at $1 or $2 or $3, I don't know what to tell you. But if you have a profit, maybe it's a good time, maybe it's not. But apparently there's court cases. Still, there's something still pending, especially I have to be leery of this situation right here. This right here, where's that second part? Yeah, the sale of tokens. It says it violates federal securities laws. So they're still going to stick with this then. This muddies the water still. They're going to stick with this. This is what everybody has to worry about. So if they're going to stick with this, a token is a security in the United States. It's not property like it could be in the EU. I mean, that changes everybody's tokens at risk at that point in the USA. So, okay, I'm a single black mom and I bought XRP. Should I hold cash out? Other people chime in. What do you guys think somebody should do? It kind of all depends on what you bought it for and what your goal is. That's basically XRP may help Coinbase and other platforms. Yeah, it could, but let's see what's this about. It means XRP is legal to purchase on the secondary market. It is settled law pending appeal or congressional action. Also, Ripple is working indirectly on FedNow starting in 6 days. See, therein lies the thing. It's Ripple, not XRP, that's going to be on FedNow. And Ripple has never really, in my opinion, affected XRP. They're two separate things. So I would think this thing right here, this bothers me. This right here bothers me, though. You're talking about secondary, but see, this right here is talking about instant. So if they deem that the tokens violated federal law, what happens? That's what I don't get. I mean, and that also is going to put a hurt on everybody's tokens. If this comes back where it's securities for tokens, that's bad. Bad news. But here's the funny part. It could be bad news all it wants to be, but in other jurisdictions, it's not known as a security. So I'm just like, I don't get this. Here we go. Chili Davis, BlackRock, and Vanguard are trillions in asset worth and have a BTC fund coming. Of course they do. Of course they do. Because you guys have to understand, they take your money, then they go buy BTC. That money's under management, what gives them leverage to actually borrow, lets them get other companies, you see, because they have stocks. So they get to sell their stocks and then buy other corporations, other companies to enhance their portfolio. It's crazy using your money where you don't get to benefit from them being able to go out here and buy up other companies or buy 20% of a company so they have the most shares. You don't get the benefit really. They do though, because they're tilting the company a certain way because they have the most shares. They do this just like Warren Buffett has the most shares in a lot of companies. So this is what happens. This is why this whole it's a travesty what's happening in reality, because these guys aren't being great stewards for everybody. They're just being great stewards for them, their shareholders. They'll happily send you your 9% annual return. But for them, they're accumulating assets using your money as a stake because they can borrow against their assets under management. So it's a give or take kind of thing. Yes, this FedNow app starting at same time appeal comes. What a surprise. Exactly. The SEC was trying to call Ripple and XRP were enacted as securities, which is completely false compared to Howey text. XRP, like the oranges, are not securities. Right. Well, they're trying to, like I say, they're making it a gray area. This is crazy. I hate that. But we know why. Come on. I am about to execute the option trading plan. Here we go. Victor Morel, he's been studying. He's about ready to go. Selling covered calls and cash security puts. Stocks like Tesla or ETF QQQ can be an incredible passive income generation. I am stepping in the ring. Congratulations. Victor Morel says he's studied long enough. He's studied hard enough. He feels comfortable. He's getting ready to step in to the real money game instead of the paper money. You're going to have to keep us up to date. Let us know. Does this mean you're going to start Monday? Is that what's going to happen? Let me know. Let us know because we want to hear how it's going. All right. So can the sale of Ripple okay, but not the token is legal? Exactly, Chili Davis. That's what I get from it. This is what but Ripple's been they've been using Ripple for years. It's the problem they have is the XRP. That's where the problem to me seems to be. But Professor Antival is saying this here. Call Ripple and XRP were acted as securities. So they were using both. Ripple, securities. XRP, securities. Now they've came out and said Ripple, not a security. But that token that you sold, I think they're going to come back security because that's what they're doing in America. I thought they got up to where crypto was going to be like property, just like real estate. NFTs, like real estate. I thought that's where we were going with this, but they're not making it clear because you guys know what's going to happen if it's clear. Let's go look at something real quick. If it was crispy clear, why is that? Okay. If it was crispy clear, then there wouldn't be any problems with crypto. It would change things dramatically. Market cap 1.2 sitting in the crypto markets could be in the hands of you know where stock market, right? That's a lot of money. And some of these hedge funds, it's a lot of money. So here we are. Bitcoin's at 30. So there's nothing really happening. Up, down, up, down. Ethereum, everything's pretty much stabilized because that ruling hasn't really done much. It pumped this up about 20 cents, 25 cents, whatever, but nothing like over $2 or anything because it's still not really settled as what I'm getting. I'm not liking this at all. Solano's still here. Cardano's still here. USDC, Polygon still here. Tron still here. Litecoin. Wow. Interesting. 80 cents. Very interesting. Binance still hanging. Nothing crazy. Monero, XMR. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Well, there we go. With the market caps, XRP was soaring, but not anymore. All right, let's go look this up. Let's see what we got. Oh, what's happening? We stuck for a second. All right. Gentlemen, let me see where are we here? There we go. All right. Come on, guys. Okay, we got him the plan. So is Ripple. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. So Chili Davis is asking, is Ripple the technology? XRP tokens the result? XRP tokens was when they wanted to put them on the crypto market, and Ripple is the technology I believe that they're using. That's the way I've always looked at Ripple because they already are in the banking system. It's supposedly faster, so you don't have to do wire transfers at $40, $50 or whatever they charge, 25 in some cases, a lot cheaper. So that makes it much, much better. Does anybody have any advice for anybody? Like I said, it all depends because it depends on what you buy it at. right? That's what it depends on. All right. So we will see. All right. The secondary market, I mean, average investors or credit investors only. I don't know. I think if it's an ETF, it's going to be on the stock market. So that means anybody can get in. I don't think they're going to do anything crazy. Here we go. This is what I'm asking. See, Chantal, anybody have any advice? But again, it depends on your purchase or your average, your dollar cost average. What's your price? I mean, is it 45? Is it 40? Is it 29? Is it 70? Is it 80? That's the kicker. That's how you have to figure it out. If it gave you 10%, 15, 25%, would you take that? That's the question. Or 50%. Depends, right? So nobody wants to chime in on that thus far. Let's see. Average investment. Here we go. We have some more news. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we have here. All right. Average investment. Oh, hold on. I want to get into something else because I missed something. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. I missed something. That was the early initial XRP sale to institutional investors 7 years ago of about 757 mil. Barring settlement, Ripple will pay a hefty fine, which again, they already agreed to. Okay. All right. Well, they're still messing with them though. See, that's the problem. They're not just outright saying it's settled. And that's what I hate about this crypto space in America, because they know it would open the floodgates if they just came out and said, oh no, you guys, we're just going to call it good. You guys can settle whatever, but crypto, all the tokens, everybody's good, because then that would just open everybody up to do whatever they're doing. But then again, what do tokens really do, right? That's the real question ultimately. Jawway J, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And he says his tagline, he has the icon next to his name as well. And he says, hello, SSN Nation. Happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for everyone else. Appreciated. All right. Here we go. Chili Davis, the games is rigged. And Victor Morero chiming in on the crypto as well. I have to agree with all of this because I told you guys about 2-3 months back, I was like, I'm fed up with the crypto space. We're going with Debtbox Node, the guys at Miracle Cash and More, backed by real world businesses. And that turns into, well, kind of slow and slower. It's like, it's not really meshing together. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see here. What's going on? All right. You guys know what? Here's what I'm going to do shortly. We're going to throw in a commercial, shall we say, right? After the crypto fiasco recently, I'm sticking with the king and queen. Exactly. BTC and ETH. Anything else would be too risky for me. I'm willing to take risks for passive income, but not with crypto anymore. Yes, Victor Morale, I'm right with you. Like I said, 3 months back, I'm like, it's over. We're going back to traditionals because this stuff over the last 2-3 years, the DAOs, the nodes, all of it is based on more people coming in. It's not really generating what it's supposed to generate based on anything. It's not really ending up backed by anything. So I have to agree with you. I said the same thing. We can't be really messing with that no more. We're in those two spaces, Miracle Cash and More and Debtbox Node. But again, neither one is turned into backed by real world businesses, backed by commodities, have turned in anything. And I know one of the problems that I always have, and it always seems to come back to it. Even if somebody's printing out nodes, you still need somebody to buy at the higher price in order for the price to increase. If everybody's hoarding, then nobody's really going to be selling. And if you do sell, then you're dumping on the market, so the price has to come down. So it's a catch-22. there has to be some sort of utility value to it where somebody says, okay, I'm buying all of these at this cost, and then you have to have more people buying some more. So when they burn them off, and Debtbox knows, that's a surprise. They're buying up tons of $1 million, $5 million worth of the tokens, but that's just arbitrary. After that sale happens, there is no $5 million worth of transactions. So the price can't go up. So that's where I'm looking at this. It's not working like a fine machine just yet, but we'll see how this all ends up. But I agree with Victor Marrero, as you guys know, like I mentioned a couple months back. So I have to agree with him, especially when there's opportunity that's going to be coming up here shortly, especially in the stock additionals. Victor agreed from Mo Better. Looks like we have a third person saying it. Yeah, I've had to determine this after our last two things. So we won't be doing any Ring of Fire, even though it breaks my heart, because Italy NFT for Miracle Cash and More is $1,000. So if they actually work, that's one hell of a deal. But am I going to come in there and buy it? Am I going to do Ring of Fire? No, not going to do anything because they haven't shown me much yet. Good talk, a good game. But so far, that's all it's been, year and a half. All right. And they said they signed up these companies and corporations and did this, that, and the other. Well, they keep forgetting about talking about stuff they talked about before. We'll see what happens. And by the way, Micah Third, we're going to see if he's going to come on because I've been waiting. I didn't hit him up this week because I figured they just got back from Miami and Cyprus or wherever they are because he's from the U.S. Maybe he stayed in the U.S. for another week. So next week, I'm going to hit him up and see if he's going to come on the channel. All right, Victor Marrero, options king. Yep, he's done it. He's trying to do that. Let's see what Professor says about this Ripple. Okay, no, guys, the judge affirmed X not a security. Okay, but wait. I thought they had a trial date that they were resetting for XRP to find out. And I thought Ripple was what they said is not a security, which clearly is not a security, right? Or their sales, I guess. But anyhow, Ripple is being deemed for sales from almost a decade ago, not the current use or programmatic sales to exchange and banks. Interesting. Well, yes, but they're still keeping it convoluted because just now how we're talking, it appears that they won. Then it appears like they have another court date. Then it appears like Ripple's one thing, XRP's another. That's what I'm saying. I think they thrive. Is it really and you're saying it's already settled. Ripple is a software company that uses XRP in some of its offerings. Yes, that's the way I look at it. Exactly. All right. Here we go. All right, Victor Marrero, I am dedicating Robinhood platform for option trading only. I made the required money transfers. We'll start around August 1st. We'll keep fidelity to price appreciation, dividend investments. Separation, like it. Diversification, like that as well. All right, here we go. She is saying that she bought for $1. Chantal Watley says, I paid $1. So now it's at 70 cents. Is your average price $1 though? That's the question. So when it went to $1 or you bought $1, when it dropped to 30 cents or 40 cents, did you buy more? Because then your dollar cost average would have brought you down to half of that. Take off 30 cents, then you'd have been around 70 cents. Let us know. Because if that's the case, if it's $1, it's up to you. Do you want to lose 30 cents for each token that you own? Because that'd be a loss. That's an L if you did that. And then you didn't want to sell at 80 cents either. That's still an L, but at least that's better than 47 cents, right? All right, Auntie Val, I think XRP will go up personally. And that chair, Gary Gensler, has to go. I don't like him. Mo Better. They put Gary Gensler in place just so he can muck up the waters. That's his job. It's the way I look at it. He's compromised. Let's just put it that way. He's buddies with our boy from FTX. made it so that he could go around and talk to people on the wall on Capitol Hill and acting like they're buddies. His dad and him, I think, went to the same college and things like this, or worked for each other, one another, or something. So again, quite frankly, he's actually part of the problem. He doesn't want really, unless you're his buddy, unless you're Bankman Fried, you're good. Come on down to the office. Let's talk. Let's chit chat. Auntie Val, I think XRP will go up. Yes, I agree with this, Mo Better. Like I was saying, I don't like him either. He's part of the problem. Instead of sitting there making a decision, he could make everything a lot better. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Professor has a chime in. I personally would hold, but research the company Ripple and the use case of XRP beyond Ripple. It is open sourced and anyone can build on it like ETH. That's for everybody on podcasts, so you can hear. That's pretty cool. It has potential. It always had potential. And it also was, well, now things don't cost as much for transactions like they used to. And that was one of the appeals at XRP at one time. Victor Morel makes sense. Yep, exactly. So hopefully Chantel Watley, professor, said she would hold. All right, Mo Better. I used to own XRP a while back, and I believe in it. It's just a slippery slope. That's why I sold it. Same here, Mo Better. I used to have XRP as well. And I got it when it was cheap. When it was in the dollars. And I got it like for not pennies, but 30, 40 cents at the time. So it was natural to sell because it was like, why take a risk? So, but that was years ago. So that profit has been eroded by inflation. That's all it is. It's terrible. Waited 7 years to say it wrong. Hey, that's their MO. No, 7 years of gray area. 7 years so that they don't enact any laws one way or another. That's all they're doing. It's ridiculous. So if you own Ripple or XRP, is it ill-gotten gains? No. Because remember, in other countries, it's all good. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of it's a weird situation. I think the burning tokens are two artificial moves without a proper market control. I kind of agree with you. But it works kind of two ways. So if you burn tokens, yes, I get the burn part, but the price is still the same, even with the remaining amount of tokens left. So in theory, if somebody wants to, if you burn tokens and somebody wants to use tokens, now all of a sudden, like I'll try to do it this way, 100 people, and they burn tokens and now 100 people want to buy, then in theory you have less tokens. So now that 100 people buying something would increase the price because less are available, or 1,000 or 1,000,000. It all depends. So it's kind of weird dichotomy of economics. It could work. By theory, it should work, but it's not working because you have to have somebody wanting to buy the token or the coin for a reason. It just can't sit. And so there where the problem comes in. Doesn't matter how many you burn if nobody's buying them. Security crypto asset next to Bitcoin. Okay, so Professor Auntie Val keeps saying it's non-security. If we're talking about XRP, or are we talking about Ripple? Because Ripple uses XRP. So you're talking about XRP. And it doesn't appear that it says non-security, though. Hold on a second. Let's do it this way. Is XRP token a security? Let me see what Google says, since it's a hot topic. A federal judge ruled the XRP crypto token is not a security. Okay, however, XRP promoter Ripple Labs, 728.9 million in XRP sales, to institutional customers constitute an illegal securities offering. This is what Professor Antival was saying. So this is major, though, because we're talking about, okay, so we're talking about 729 million roughly initially, which now brings into what Chili Davis was asking, is this ill-gotten gains? And that's where this gray area continues, because these guys are going to, if they pull this into saying this was illegal securities, then that means what? 727 million out of whatever's in there would be ill-gotten gains, right? So how do you reverse that? In fact, let me go down here. Here it is. This is, wait. Circulating supply. Well, that doesn't help us. What's this here? Market cap. What is that? 30. What is that? That's 37 billion. So how do we unravel this if they came back with those 729 million was ill-gotten gains? That's going to be a problem. That's what Chili Davis is talking about, the ill-gotten gains. I'm like, how's that going to work? So the other part of it, the 37 billion, is going to be fine. Or let's just call it 30 billion. 30 billion is going to be fine. So here we go. Here are some very interesting ETFs with dividend yields over 30%. They do options with big name stocks. He's got his ORK, OARK, TSLY, APLY, NVDY. Interesting. I'm not familiar. Let's go look this up. Morrell bringing in some gems this evening, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go look at this. Let me see here. What did he say? NBLY. Is that a stock? No, NLY. Okay, what are these? I don't know what these are, Victor Morrell. Oh, NVDY. Okay, no wonder. I was way off. NVDY. Is that a stock? Let's see. That's Option Income Strategy ETF. Okay. Dividend says nothing, but let's go 1 year. All right, let's go. Has it been out 5 years? 20. What is that? 20 to 23. 20 to 23. Oh, has this been out less than a year? Huh. 1960. All right. Yeah, okay. You're saying what's the 30% do you mean? Please clarify. APLY. Let's go see what this is. That's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. It could be on the fly. That's why if you want to be in the chat room and ask questions, we can go look it up and deal with this. All right, here, no dividends said. We got 1 year. Whoa. 78.29 if we're talking about, no, this isn't APLY though. This is not APLY, I don't think. This is interesting. No APLY. Oh, it is APLY. All right, TSLY. Here we go, 17.6. Also, year over year, negative 12. All right, so what are we talking about with the 30%? Are we talking about year to date? Year to date, 31%. Okay. That's year to date, but 12% year over year. All right, hold on a second. Let's go. APLY year to date. No, that's negative. If that's even it. That's weird. It says that's what it is, UBS. That's interesting. So that's not working. Okay, OARK, that should be good. Oh, they got dividends, but here we are, 16.83. The yield max is not even good. Interesting. Now, if they give dividends, that'll be interesting in itself. Okay, let's go look at this one. Did I ARKK? Yeah, let's go look at this one. ARK Innovation. Let's see what they're doing. Okay, 60% year to date. Very interesting. 10% over the last year. And then, of course, 1 day time. Up 50% the year, might push higher. ARKK is what I was looking at. That's a little different. All right. Well, let's see. All right. Correct. Burning the tokens in theory will increase the price much faster as long as people are buying because there would be less tokens in circulation. Exactly. And it seems to me that's not the thing. Let's see what we got here. She's saying, no, guys, they're saying it wasn't illegal sales, but the underlying asset itself is not a security. Ripple has in reserve over $1 billion addressed to coming fine. Okay, so you're saying, regardless of what they determine about this, you're saying they're clear. That's what you're saying, Professor, is clear. So that would mean the fine was going to be the 1 billion. So they're not going to have to unravel the 727 million in sales, is what you're saying. And they're going to pay the fine. Ultimately, that was the deal that was supposed to be made, I guess. The judge ruled Ripple could use their points on defense of this charge before a jury to decide. That's why no summary judgment on that issue. Okay, well, we're going to have yet to be determined. But the way it reads, just by any lay person, they're going to think there's still a problem, of course. And that's, I think, is on purpose. Instead of just giving it a blanket going, no, it's all good. I think that's the purpose of this whole thing. Again, Brian P. is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he has the icon next to his name, which I appreciate greatly. Thank you so much. And he says, hello, Eric. Hello, SSN family. Hello to you too, Brian P. I hope all is well with you, Eric. Yes, it is. All is going great. Thank you so much for asking. And he says he received a notification and saw the trailer. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. That would be greatly appreciated. If you like what we're talking about tonight, please subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell, and join us on Monday night when we're talking about Money Making Monday live stream. All right. And down below in the description box, let's get on with it. If you want your stocks from Robinhood and Webull, if you haven't signed up with either one of those companies, Victor Morel mentioned it. That's what he's using for his option trade is Robinhood. Get your free shares of stock just by signing up. Webull has now come out with new promo coming out. Now you got to deposit $100 or more to get your free shares of stock. All right. They've been doing free shares for 3-4 years. So it is what it is. Robinhood only gives you 1 free share. So you got 2 days to get your free shares of stock without having to put money in at Webull. All right, because I believe it starts the 16th of July. So the other thing, you want to start a business from your home. I highly recommend you get a virtual office. So then this way, your home and your office is totally separate. In the most litigious litigious country in the world, you want to make sure your LLC is separate from you personally. And that's one way to make sure it's separate. No commingling where your veil could be broken under a lawsuit scenario. So Opus Virtual Office is what I recommend. You get a business phone number for 1. You get a business fax number 2. You get a live operator to answer in your company name, and wherever you direct them to transfer the call, it can go to voicemail, it can go to you. You can let them know. Those are the first 3 major points. You will be on 411. That's another major point. And your business credit. They report to business credit. So you have 5 things straight out the box that makes it worth Opus Virtual Office. And the 5th or 6th, It's a commercial address. So they have a receptionist there. So if you ever need an office space, you can rent by the hour. $30, $35 for the hour. You can have a boardroom in there as well in case you have 6 people or 7 people. So one hell of a deal for $99 a month, and it's a tax write-off, your business taxes. And also, you can pay for 12 months, get 1 month free, if that helps. Opus Virtual Office link is down below in the description. Go check that out if you're starting your businesses. All right, let's go. Let's see. All right, that notification. Okay, we're up to 8 people, which is awesome. All right, we've been doing this for a little over an hour and a half. And again, thank you so much for being here, everybody. So you know what that means. We got to do some SSN lifestyle. This will be about a 3-minute deal. I need myself some water. And so this is going to be about 3 minutes. Let's go with this one.
Come on, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with me this evening. I greatly appreciate it. We're talking about a little XRP, AI stocks, rising, real estate, dividend investing. We're talking about it all because you know you're going to need some help, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what else we have going on this evening. Here we go. We have, yes, they are new. Okay. Fidelity is showing these distribution rates. ORK 39.53, 55 cents per share. Wow. TSLY, $1.70 per share, but Tesla doesn't give out dividends. Apple, okay, 0.63. 63 cents per share. Interesting. NVDY, 47.7, 96 cents per share. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you have your pen, pad, and paper ready. You need to do your research. So, I am not familiar with all of these, just OARK. So let's see here. I'm going to write these down because we like dividends at this percentage because this is set it, forget it. It's liquid. You can withdraw it and you can buy with your stock, your brokerage account. NVDY. I like this. Thank you, Victor Marrero. Some gems, ladies and gentlemen. He already mentioned some other gem like VOO. He mentioned that's a Vanguard group, index funds. He mentioned that. And then, of course, we have to go with our all-time, some of our faves, right? I'll show the screen because everybody knows what these are in case we have some new people watching. You guys know I'll start with something easy. We'll go with AGNC. $10.13 means 14.22% dividend opportunity. But should investors trust it right now? Well, I think investors, if you're really doing this long term, you might want to wait and see what the Fed reduce or increase interest rates. That's going to be beautiful. So the price would go down, which means the dividend yield will go up as long as they can withstand this extra 0.25. All right, let's see. NLY came up by accident. Let's go see what that looks like right now. Yep, it's down 13% for them. And then, of course, I don't know where JEPI sits, but we're going to talk about JEPI, JEPI, for everybody on the podcast. Oh, it looks like we're at 11%, a little bit over 11% because they don't tell you the dividend yield here. But it is about $6.25, so it's 11, and we'll call it 11.3, 11.2%. And then we can go with JEPQ, sorry. You can go with that, and theirs is also like 6. So this is almost 12%, pretty close. It's probably 11.7, 11.8, I think, at this time. So I don't hold JEPQ, JEPI. But either way, that's JP Morgan, as you can see. So why wouldn't you hang with the big boys, right? Let's see what else we got. We got the old standby ORC. That should be a little up there. Oh, whoa. Sorry, not stock. We want dividend. Wait a minute. Did it stop dividends? Okay, hold on a second. ORC stock. It usually shows me what's happening here. It's not showing me something happened. Well, do your research. They could have stopped their dividends. I don't know. Normally it shows up. It would have been around 18%. And no, it did show me. Oh, extremely high dividend yield. It's up to 19% now, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, it's still 18% to 19%. It's ORC. It's a REIT. Yes. I'm still trying to figure out why it's not showing the graph. This is interesting. This is different. Huh. Also, I wanted to see they were actually showing there's a dividend coming out. Wait, any day now. So that's a good thing. SoFi and Ford. And if you want to explore something real crazy, IEP, let's see what the Icon Group's doing. after they got plummeted 24%. Still one hell of a deal. As long as they keep pumping these out, they got people to short the company. It was up to 30% because the stock price was lower like a month ago. Yeah, down in here, $26. That made it roughly 28 to 30% return on dividends as long as they give out dividends on your money. 24.43 is still insane. Opportunity could potentially still knock at $32.74. So that's pretty good. That's a good way to go. SoFi and Ford. SoFi, we've predicted SoFi is undervalued. I don't understand how this hasn't really taken off. It has taken off recently, but that's only recently. Like here, 12%. This should have already taken off. It doesn't make any sense. But it seems like there's just this cap at like almost like under $10 or under. And it seems that it should go higher. But yeah, lately in the last week or so, it's been on fire. But again, year over year, not so much. All right. These are ETFs that trade options with these companies. There's another one coming up that will trade options with Amazon stock. Definitely worth checking for passive income. Definitely. Especially that passive income number. Geez, that means their stock price is undervalued. Then it only reasons because it's new. Once people find out if they actually are able to do this year, like let's say for 1 year and into the second year, then that's going to get the attention of a lot of people and the price of the share price will start going up, which means the yield price will start coming down. Oh, thank you, Brian P. Thank you for that. I forgot about this. This is another high risk. This is one also. Thank you for bringing this one up. Invesco Mortgage Capital at 13.9. All right. And the price is down, of course. That's because if they raise the interest rates, all of these stock prices should go down for these REITs, mortgage capitals, and things like that. But I think if they do 0.25, this will probably be the last time they're going to increase the rates. And then at the end of this year, like I keep saying, it's going to be starting to come down. I think it's just going to be like that. We will see. IEP jumped 10% earlier this week. Exactly. SoFi's being held up by student loan pause. Yep, that's probably right. That I can't believe that price is still the same. It's incredible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. All right. We talked a little bit about stocks tonight, some AI, some crypto. Speaking of that, crypto, let me do this. I forgot what we have going on here in the back office. And so once again, did anybody see what we started talking about was the hold on a second. I got to do something. When we started talking about when Mr. Cool started talking about the Vistacana drive-through, did anybody see that? Did you guys see that drive-through situation? What do you guys think? Some of you own inside Vistacana. Some of you don't own inside Vistacana. What do you think? I need to do something real quick here while we're having this conversation. So let me know what you guys think about what you're seeing with Vistacana. And what they didn't show was the sports complex. They actually only glanced at the beach. So people might not even know that there's actually a man-made saltwater beach lake type deal there. There's also a freshwater lake there with a fishing lodge on one of the little islands on that lake. So all of that may not have been seen. Let me know what you guys are thinking so far. Because there's lots of things lots of beauty that I saw myself that I thought was awesome. Come on. This is crazy. All right. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. All righty now. Let's see what we got. What is this? Huh. Okay. Okay. So what I was doing was I had to log into XRP. I mean Deadbox node. So that's not where I want to go. I don't know if I can do this. We're gonna see. Try something here real quick. Let me know what you guys think though about the drive-through. Okay, Jim Z Crypto says real estate. Yes, the question real estate, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Is it the rise? Or does it not matter? That's the $1,000,000 question. Does it really matter? Because real estate will rise eventually, guaranteed, right? But are you going to buy now? What are you going to do? Are you going to buy multifamilies? You're going to buy commercial real estate, retail centers. You're not going to buy malls. Don't do that. All right. Unless you have a plan, like a delivery center or something like Amazon or something, but don't do it. Jim Z, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. I see in your name, Jim Z Crypto. We were talking about the crypto XRP rise, surge, but then it came back down about 10 cents today. And there's a reason, because of that gray area talking about court. I think that's one of the reasons. But let us know. Real estate, no credit check, no qualifying, pre-construction real estate, Miami, for instance, if you can afford it, that would be the best place. They have a new project that came out. Get this, ladies and gentlemen. So look at this, 2 years difference in Miami. So when we started talking about Nativo, when we were talking about 501 residences, we're talking about Lofty Brickell. This place has studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. Remember at Nativo, their studio was 324,000. Their 1 bedroom was 400 and some thousand. Their 2 bedrooms was 500, and then it quickly into the 600,000. 3 bedrooms were like a mill. 501 residences, 1 bedroom studio. All right. So the reason I bring this up, a new project has come out in Miami. Guess what their studio price is starting at? Not 300, not 400, not 500, 600,000. The studios are in the 600,000s now. That is awesome as well as crazy. Now, these are all approved for short-term rentals. They have it in their deed and agreements with the city, so it can't be canceled. They have amenities within the building, rooftops. It's sweet. So I might talk about that this upcoming week if somebody's interested, because property values, but you have to be very, very careful in Miami, because remember, Miami is sinking. So you got to make sure you're not in that section that is already sinking. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. This is part of investing. Know your territories. You got to make sure that wherever you are, that section is not going down. In fact, Miami is going down no matter how you slice it. It's just that it won't happen in your lifetime where it'll be like another 20 feet down. That's going to happen after you pass away, but that's the whole kicker. Invest now, and in a few years, something that was 300,000 is now 600,000. This is crazy. In 2.5, 3 years. This is how fast the property values are increasing in Miami. Why? Because a lot of people are moving to Miami from all over the world. That's how it works. High demand, price increase. Now, if you don't want to spend that kind of money, Jim Z, then you can go with Dominican Republic, where you can buy studios for under 100 grand. It's not Miami, but it has high demand like Miami from people all over the world buying real estate. Why? Because basically it was a lot of jungle space. And now it's one of the top 10 most popular tourist destinations by TripAdvisor. Not TripAdvisor panel, TripAdvisor users. It's number 9. And they have broken their records for tourists incoming every month this year, every month last year, which means year over year, there's an increase on more tourists. That's a great thing. They're spending billions of dollars for infrastructure all over the island. But here's what you really need to know, Gen Z. If you have all the airports, 8 international airports, you have 700,000 tourists flew in by air, 707,000 to be exact, flew in by air into Dominican Republic. All right. But what if you knew 60% of all visitors by air land at one airport? Now, would you not think that's high demand? Would you not think to have a business, multifamily, condo, villa, something in that area that up until now only has a few thousand units available for rent? But the majority of rentals in that area used to be all-inclusive hotels. But now there's condos, villas, and they have awesome, awesome projects. And in fact, I'll show you one here. I'll show a video. All right. And this is what you need to know. Brian P. Crazy. Exactly. Wow. Exactly crazy. Yes. Invest now in real estate, DR. And if you want to get familiar with DR, Dominican Republic, I deal with, well, we can deal all over the island, but I like high demand locations. If somebody tells me 60% of all tourists coming in go to a certain city, I think you should get in now while it's still cheap. The city is underdeveloped. It always has been. Hell, they don't even have a downtown. That's how crazy this is. Their downtown is a suburb, basically. Los Corrales, El Cordacito, or Cap Cana. When people landed, those used to be the places they generally would go to because that was the only 2 spots. Well, you can go out to Macau, but again, Macau only has like 3. I think they had 3 hotels on their beach. That's it. It wasn't like a hot spot. And then otherwise, people stay at the all-inclusive. So you've paid money to stay at all-inclusives, or now do you want to stay in a condo or a villa? And then do you want to stay at a place that has amenities? Real estate market is unreal in Miami. Exactly, it's unreal in Miami. It's because high demand, not high demand tourist-wise. It's high demand for people wanting to buy real estate in Miami from all over the world. It's crazy. It's like Phuket, Thailand right now. Same thing that's happening here is happening in Phuket. It's crazy. Things that used to be 50 to 100 grand for 1-2 bedroom condos and getting homes and villas, they're now wanting $300,000-$400,000 because there's high demand. And that's how you buy real estate, ladies and gentlemen. You know what's coming, you buy. All right, this is just for Jim Z Crypto. We're talking about a little real estate. Let me see. Let me bust out. I won't do Lofty Brickle. I will do, and I'm not even going to, I don't even, hold on a second. Do I have anything? Okay. I'm going to play this video because it's 1 minute and 30 seconds. So everybody can check this out. This is Cruise on Land. You're not going to believe this. I have my own feelings about Cruise on Land, but I have to tell about it because people might want to invest in Cruise on Land. Why? Their studio units are $60,000. Fully furnished studio units, $89,000. Then it moves to a 2-bedroom. You can still get 2-bedroom units for $120,000. Fully furnished, $167,000. And if you want a penthouse, I don't know what they're selling for now, but clearly it's going to be a little bit more. 2-bedroom penthouse, but they have 3 bedrooms, 199, 205,000. 4 bedrooms, 265,000. Penthouses, 3 bedrooms, studio, penthouse, 2 terraces, 2 jacuzzis, 4 bathrooms. They even have that here. And there's more. Check out the more. That's why Cruise on Land is special. It's in Verone. It's not by the beach, but check this out. But it's short. Hold on. That's just for Gen Z crypto to give them an idea on what's out there, what's coming. This project's not going to be done. The first phase won't be done until 2025. December, September, December, January 2026, somewhere in that ballpark. And that has a casino, which it probably, there's a lot of things. It has like 100 attractions. So casinos there, amphitheaters there, water park is there. And of course, you saw inside your own complex, there's pools, kids' pools, lounge areas, snack bar, bars, seating areas. And then in the complex, man-made beach, lake, restaurants, bars, retail shops, delis. It's a complex. It's awesome. Right now, it's still priced right. Just so you know. All right. If you're interested in that, down below in the description, you'll see Cruise on Land potentially, and that'll be Daniel Rodriguez. Get in touch with him. So hopefully that helps you out, lets you understand. And by the way, no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. Did I not tell you that? 0% interest. You put 10% down, 30% during construction. If it's going to be 2.5 years, and let's say you bought something for 10% down, and let's say you bought the studio for 60 grand. That's $6,000 down. And then 30% of 60 grand is 18,000. And then over 30 months, you pay 18,000. What's that going to be? $600 a month. Then on delivery, you're going to owe the remaining 36, 60, 24,000. So either pay cash or you go to the bank and say, hey, man, I need 24,000. Not a bank in the US, but probably a bank in DR. All right. So that's simple. That simple. That simple. All right. That's how you can get in. That's a very good deal right there. Chili Davis, real estate market is unreal. And Vanessa Wilson, Karma Gate. I still like this cruise on land. Very nice. Yes. Cruise on land. There's nothing wrong with cruise on land. As far as the project itself, I just question some of their items in their contract. That's all. If you can live with the items in their contract, then it's going to work out great. So some of those items, one of the items is you have to be in the, you have to have the furniture package from them to be in the rental pool, in their rental pool. That's one of the things. The second thing, if you're not in their rental pool, then you can only rent plus or minus 10% from their rental rate, which I don't like. You also don't have your amenities included. So all those amenities that I just mentioned, like the recording studio, the water park, the man-made beach and the volleyball courts and going out there having fun, that would be off limits to you unless you pay as an owner. We don't know yet. It could be $60 per room. It could be $100 per room per month. You and your guests would be able to use all of the amenities. The sports complex, because they have a tennis, pickleball, golf driving range. They have that there too. They have, there's lots of things I left out. Several restaurants, of course, that's nothing, but they have an outdoor workout. They have outdoor yoga. They have seating areas that you saw maybe where they have the little sofas in over water with a fire pit. Very nice. I mean, that's just generally open to everybody. They have an agricultural place where they grow fruits and vegetables, and they have a store on site that you can buy those fruits and vegetables. So that's pretty good. They have the children's playground. So yeah, cruise on land is special. I just wish and I hope they change some of their rulings because there's lots of things I don't like. So the other part was if you don't pay that monthly fee to use amenities, that's above your HOA fee. So your HOA fee is what's in your complex, and what you have in your complex is the pool, the child's pool, the adult pool, the loungers, the snack bar, the seating areas all over the place. You're allowed all that, but as soon as you leave from there, you're not allowed to use any of the amenities. Basketball courts off limits, tennis courts off limits because you don't have access. So if the owner doesn't pay whatever they're going to charge, which we don't know, then you're going to have to pay when you get there, I guess. I don't know how they're going to do it, but that's probably what's going to be the case. So that's pretty cool, I guess, if you like that, but I wish it was all included. So that's how we do it. All right. But I can't blame Vanessa, Gate, the seamless genius for that. Brian P. Hey, Eric, did you see the flying car get approved by FAA? No, I did not. That thing's been out for a while. Is it the driving car where the wings actually, and then they can get to the airport and they come out? If it's that one, yeah, I could see that being somewhat allowed. Very interesting on that. All right. And then this will be for Jim Z Crypto. Again, if you like cruise on land, then I will show you another one. Here goes another one. I wish I had. No, I won't even show you that. Not yet. I'm going to show you. You might have heard me talking about Vistacana. I made a drive-through video. There's a link down below. I'm going to show you just what their sports complex looks like. Check the latest video. It's a drive-through courtesy of El Comandante, who's on YouTube. He allowed me to use his video. But here's the sports complex at Vistacana. gives you an idea. They have a 9-hole executive golf course at their project. They also have this sports complex at their project. They also have 2 man-made saltwater beaches at their complex. They also have a lake, a fishing lake club that's freshwater, it's catch and release. Then they have clubhouses, Vistacana Beach Club. The second one's called Vistacana Clubhouse at their second beach. Just for starters, they have an equestrian center, horseback riding, horse lessons or riding lessons, walking and bike trails, all inside Vistacana. Retail shopping, restaurants. Jeez. And yes, you can still get a 1-bedroom there for $118,000, a place called Riviera Castagna. And inside Riviera Castagna, they have a restaurant and bar. They have mini golf. They have a bar out by their pool. They have a sports court. They have a child's pool. They have adult pools too. They have a co-working space lounge. They have a business center. Yeah, $118,000 for a 1-bedroom. A 2-bedroom is $178,000. Crazy, right? Swim up 1-bedroom is $134,000. A swim up 2-bedroom is $205,000. Pretty crazy, right? Again, 10% down, 40% during construction. No credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. But I'm going to show you the sports complex at Vistacana, where I just talked. Courtesy of Cesar Moreta. All right, here we go. You see all that right there, and there's all more inside Vistacana that I mentioned. Guess what? It's included in your HOAs. You and your guests don't have to pay extra. You get to use all of that sports complex all of the both of the man-made beaches, saltwater beaches, both Vistacana beach clubs, the equestrian center, of course that's going to cost. The 9-hole executive golf course, of course it's going to cost. The walking trails, no cost. So that's the difference. Price is a little bit higher, but it's a little bit different project. A mile, well, 3 to 5 minutes to get downtown. Punta Cana makes it very nice. So hopefully that gives you an idea on what's happening there. Now, since we were talking about crypto, hold on a second. Let me see if I can. We were talking about crypto. I forgot. Debtbox node. I'm bringing this up on the screen. You guys can see here. We have 127,383 was mined in the last cycle. They just started a new cycle a few minutes ago, I guess. It's getting down there, but we have 127,000. The value, though, is still, well, let's just call it not much. It's down, right? $242 is what it is from a $12.50 buy-in on this. And the coin price is down to 1 cent now. Oh, no, less than 1 cent. It's 0.00189. So we are a long way from the 0.02 cents we were at about a year ago or at 9 months ago. And now we're down to 0.0000189 for XPLR. Just what we were talking about. This is just a hold situation. They buy. This is true. So we'll see what this is. Here's the July. DCM standard license is sold out. All right. Here came a drip burn. See, again, they're burning these. But what does that really mean? NatG halving happened June 30th. DLG quartering happened June 30th. A lot of stuff happened. Upcoming free holiday. No other burns are happening or happened June 29th. June 19th, we had all the burns, even XPLR, but that doesn't mean anything. A month later almost, and the price has dropped even more. That's because just what we were talking about. People are basically holding them. They have no reason to actually keep buying. All right, let's go. Okay, let's see here. All right. You would have to pay for the amenities. It seems to be worth it. Which ones? The only place you have to pay right now is Cruise on Land. Yeah. Again, the only problem that I have is very simple. I don't mind if you want to say if you're gonna have to charge owners or you're gonna have to pay monthly. I don't mind that. The only problem is they're not giving you any idea on what that extra fee is going to be. Is that extra fee like they're signaling like $60, $75, $100 per month gets everybody per room. So if you have a studio, let's just say $100 a month. If you have a 2-bedroom, that's $200 a month. Yes, it could be worth it. And that's the whole point, is we don't know. And that also means that could change. In other words, since they don't have a price, it could be $200 a room. Oh, I don't think it'll be that extreme, but you never know. And the fact that you're buying in to find out later, that I don't like that scenario. That's the only thing I have to say about it. That's the precautionary things. I don't like it. So that's just me. Somebody else will say, I'm good. I like it. You'll say, I'm good. I like it. I'll buy, which a lot of people have. We have people here in the SSN Nation that have bought inside Cruise on Land. So, I mean, it all depends on what you're investing in. Everybody invests in things based on themselves, not based on me, not based on anybody else. You invest for what you like and how you're going to utilize it. That's your best policy. So there you go. All right, let's go. Vistacana will be really nice. Each community has their own restaurants, right? No, not each one. That's the thing. That's what makes it very interesting. So if you're staying at, like, a lot of them do, the ones that want to be a little more upscale, they have the restaurants. Pueblito Carabino, they have a restaurant, bar. Panoramas, each one of the Panorama projects, restaurant, bar. Riviera Costeño, restaurant, bar. Sabana added, they don't really have a restaurant. It seems like more of a lounge where they might have snacks, but they definitely have a seating area and a bar now. They actually have co-working spaces. They have pools at the end of their center. So they changed up. But you have places like Laverne, Penix, Mr. and Mrs. Cool. They own it, the Wave. So, for instance, the Wave, I do not believe has a restaurant. All they have is a pool, fitness center, and maybe something else, cabanas and a pergola. So they have their barbecue grills, things like that. I don't think they have a restaurant bar there. I don't think they have a restaurant bar in Unique. They don't have one at Arco. They don't have one at Ziba. They don't have one. There's a lot of places. And the villas, they don't have anything hardly. The villas, if you don't have a pool, they don't have a pool in the complex. In some of the villas in there, which makes it weird to me. And some of the villas aren't even gated communities either, except, Oasis del Lago, Sabana, those are gated, but those have amenities. Oasis del Lago said, hold up, we got to put something in. Oasis del Lago has their new center. They added, it's off the charts. It overlooks the beach, the first beach. And they have their fitness center in there, restaurant, bar, workout, spa, suite. And Oasis del Lago's pricey villas in there. All right. Yep. They have to based on the size of the community. Yes. But here's the thing. Vista Cana. Okay. I'll put it this way. No project needs a restaurant or bar because Vista Cana, at the entrance of Vista Cana, there's going to be shops and shopping there, probably a restaurant or two. Inside Vista Cana, Pueblito Carabino, that's going to be one of the commercial zones. So they're going to have restaurants, bars, shops in the commercial zone by Pueblito Carabino. All right, that's the first thing. Second thing, each beach, the clubhouse, the two clubhouses is going to have a cafe. And I don't know if they're going to have a bar, but allegedly cafe to eat at the Vista Cana Beach Clubs by the lake. And you already know they have the Yak Lounge, which is by the lake, that already serves as a restaurant type bar. So they're already going to, without any complex having anything, there's going to be restaurant, bars, and stuff like that throughout, plus shopping areas, retail stores on site. You don't have to leave. Everything's going to be there. So, and there might be two. There was supposed to be something called Commercial Island originally. So the fact that they calling Pueblito Carabino, the retail complex, is going to be there, they still might have that Commercial Island, which would be sweet if they actually did it. So Commercial Island would be right by the Vista Cana Beach Club, by the way. That's where it was originally if they decide to have it. So who knows? So, but yes, some of the complex have restaurants, bars, others don't. And especially when we're talking about villas and townhomes, they have nothing in a lot of them. You have zero. No pools, no clubhouse, no nothing. It's kind of crazy. But it's all there in Vista Cana either way. So you got to love that. All right, let's go. Mo better. It's nice. See, I like the video of the sports area of Vista Cana, but I like Larimar better. Exactly. I understand how that unknown price can be a concern. Yes, that's the thing. It's not really a major concern. It's just that it just kind of leaves it like you're buying at such a great price. So if you got a 2-bedroom penthouse unit and it's $167,000 fully furnished, and you're sitting there and they tell you, hey, Eric, your place is, I can't remember how many square meters that is. I think it's like 90 square meters maybe. So we're talking about $180 at $2 a square meter. $180, okay, HOA fee a month. All right, reasonable. And then they wake up and they say, well, we're going to charge $150 per room if you want to use the amenities. Now all of a sudden it's $300. So now I'm paying $480 a month if me and any of my guests want to go use the amenities, what they're calling attractions. That's the only problem I have. It'd mean a much more if they just said, you know what, we're going to charge, this is the number, $60 per room or $75 per room. So then people will know, okay, we're going to pay $2 a square meter for our unit, plus this extra, since I have a 2-bedroom, it's going to be an extra $120. So I'm really going to be paying around $400. It would be nice to know what the number is before you pay and then find out later on delivery that the numbers are all different. It's $3 a square meter because that's what could happen, right? For all of us, it could turn up to be $3 a square meter HOA fees. And then if you're charging for the attractions, now I'm paying even more. Whereas I can invest in Vistacana, I can invest in everywhere else. Nobody charges for amenities. So I can invest in every other project that has amenities and just pay $2 a square meter. And we still go to use the amenities. Although Cruise on Land is going to be an amusement park. He said the Disney of the Caribbean. So they're going to have more than just a water park there from the way they're sounding. They have never shown anything on any master plans. So if they don't say it or show it on master plans, I discount it. So, but he's calling it Disney, and they do have a lot of land. I do know that. They have more land than what they show on their master plan. In fact, I'll just tell you guys a little secret that there was plans that had villas, because right now they have condos, but they had an area that had villas on some sketches that I saw. All right, so I'll leave that out there. Who's to say if they're actually going to implement that? But that's what was on one of their plans. So that just gives you an idea. So that's why we have to be a little concerned. I understand a trip to the DR is calling me. Yes, it is. I've been telling you, got to get down there because time is right. There's about 4 or 5 projects that, in my opinion, is worth going to see because they are priced right with amenities. That includes the new Aldea Park. It's been confirmed earlier today that there is going to be a clubhouse, which is great. I don't know what's going to be in the clubhouse, though. We know what a clubhouse is going to have a pool, but we know what we want at a clubhouse. We want the restaurant. We want a spa, wellness center. We want something, fitness center, right? We want something at the clubhouse. So I'm waiting to hear back what is actually in the clubhouse because not all clubhouses are the same. Because we're talking about a clubhouse at Larimar. They're going to have a spa. They're going to have a pool. They're going to have a fitness center. They're going to have lockers. They're going to have golf in that clubhouse, restaurants. So it's going to be a clubhouse. So what are they talking about at the Aldea Park? Right? So we got to know. Now, I guess that means this is a good time to talk about, here he is, Mr. De La Cruz is in the house. Our newest member of the channel is here again tonight. Welcome to the Friday night live stream. Very happy to see you once again. He says, good evening, SSN Nation. Good evening to you, Mr. De La Cruz. We're talking about your favorite subject matter, real estate investing in the DR. We've been going around talking a little bit about it because we had somebody, Jim Z, crypto, saying real estate. Yes, we're talking real estate right now. And then we're going to wrap it up after we talk about it. But thank you. Very nice to see you, Mr. De La Cruz. Another investor in Dominican Republic, and not just in one location, but several locations. And he came right on time because tonight we were talking about Cruise on Land. And Mr. De La Cruz didn't invest at Cruise on Land because of that contractual situation that I was talking about. But hey, everybody invests based on you. What's good for you? We have people who bought at Cruise on Land. They bought when it was $54,000, where they put down roughly $5,400 and pay $500 a month until delivery at 0% interest. That's a deal. Now $600 a month, but you got to put down $6,000. It's still a deal. That's a studio. 2-bedroom, a little bit more now because it's $167 fully furnished, or $125, $130, something like that, unfurnished. But again, at Cruise on Land, In order to be in their rental pool, just like in Margaritaville, you have to have the furniture package. And if you don't have the furniture package, you can't be in their rental pool. And again, if you rent it yourself, they do allow that. I don't know any other rules have been implemented, but they do allow that. But you have to stay within plus or minus 10% of whatever they charge for their rooms. That's it. So that's some of the things, some of the language that's in their contract. Now, Mr. De La Cruz, he bought at the beach downtown. We always give him praise for this because the beach's value has doubled by the, almost doubled in some cases. Most cases, it's roughly around that 180, 1,800 a square meter to 2,000 a square meter. That's roughly where we're at. There's something that could be over 2,000, roughly 2,100, 2,200. We may find out if somebody buys that $700,000 penthouse unit. Those penthouses, ladies and gentlemen, started out roughly like 300, if I'm not mistaken, 308,000, somewhere like that, 308, 320. I think it was 308. And now they are selling one. I think it's fully furnished, 700,000. That gives you an idea. That's double the value if somebody buys it. So we're all waiting. Everybody should be anxiously waiting for that, right? Because the beach has man-made beach. Bar by the beach so far. We don't know what else is going to be there. I don't know. Because there was certain things that were supposed to be there, but it's not there yet, and nobody really talks about it. So I don't know what amenities are going to be there. But there's supposedly going to be amenities. I'll give you what supposedly, like a pharmacy, like a restaurants, they're supposed to be there. As far as fitness center goes, I don't know. As far as soccer field, baseball field, or something like that, I don't know. As far as barbecue grills, yes, we're supposed to have those at the beach. Okay. So those are the things that's supposed to be at the beach. So I don't know. Maybe Mr. De La Cruz knows more than me, but I don't. All right. So let's go. So I'm going to do this just in case Jim Z hasn't seen. So I'll say this also, Jim Z. Cruise on Land used to be my #1 rated resort until their contract had these crazy things, in my opinion, crazy things. Until it had these things in the contract, I had to remove them from my top 5 list because even though the place is awesome, it's somebody's going to buy there. A lot of people are going to own there. The price is right. It's just that there's these things. There's more than just what I just mentioned. But the other thing, there's another #1 project, in my humble opinion, and I'm going to bring this up. Most people know what it is. I'm actually got to import this for a second. So you can check this one out. Let me know what you think of my #1. And by the way, VistaCon is now my #2. All right. Now, here's the funny part. The beach, if you guys check the shorts lately, I uploaded something by, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Hortensia Municiado or something like that. I can't pronounce it. I butchered it. She allowed me to use her video. You can see the shorts of what the beach looks like, which is in downtown Punta Cana. That'll give you an idea how beautiful the place looks, because you know half of rental is based on beauty and amenities. So as soon as we know what amenities are going to be at the beach for sure, and if they actually have amenities like they were supposed to, meaning a soccer field, children's playground area, barbecue grills, and the restaurants and shops and stuff like that on site, that would enhance that greatly. So I'm going to play, yes, a 5-minute video. How about that one? This is going to be 5 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not doing the short version. I'm doing a 5-minute video. This is for Jim Z Crypto. Oh, man, I can't do it. Unbelievable. It won't come on. Well, I thought I was going to be able to do the 5-minute video. Damn. Looks like I'm not. What a bummer. Let's see if this one's going to work. Let's see. Oh, I might have one coming in. Here we go. Here we go. Mr. De La Cruz. He's saying something about, oh yeah, people are in denial. I know. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta do something. I gotta remove this. Hold on. All right. I didn't realize that was coming on. Okay. Here we go. Some people at the beach seem to be in denial. Phase 1 has almost a 3-year delay, and some people in phase 3 think that their building will be done with only a 6-month. Oh man, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. All right. Look. The beach. Everybody knows I love the beach, but with its delays and management they've done some crazy stuff, and they continue to do crazy stuff by lying to the owners, and they're doing even crazier stuff that there's no amenities there, and they're expecting people to take delivery and then still pay full HOA fees, which is crazy. And there's nothing there but a man-made beach that they said they can't use for 2 weeks right as of right now, or 2 months. So, okay, let's call it what it is. It could be 2 months, it could be 3 months, it could be 4 months. But just having the man-made beach there with a pseudo bar area or whatever that is not what is in phase 1 on people's contracts. All right? Because originally they were supposed to have a hotel, they were supposed to have bar, restaurants, shops, fitness, all this stuff. They were supposed to have some other, I think, the barbecue grill set up and all that with the little palapa trees or something. So this is wild what they're doing. And he's right. There's a 3-year delay on phase 1. In fact, I would argue it's a 4-year delay because in reality, phase 1 isn't even done. That's the first crazy part. And first phase is supposed to be, wasn't it like 7 buildings, I think? It's either 5 or 7. And there's supposed to be 24 buildings, including what would have been a hotel, and they changed those into condos. All right. All of that still has to be built. They are up to 13 or building 13 or 14, and they're not even completed. They're halfway done at around, after you get around the 8th or 9th building, all of a sudden the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, or something like that is halfway done. There is no way they're going to have half of those buildings done in the next year or the next 2 years. Not going to happen. So here's what the developer says. The developer comes out and says, hey guys, don't worry. I am going to bring in other builder developers, other people to help me so we can speed up this project. And I believe it was something like 3. Mr. De La Cruz can correct me if I'm incorrect. But he said, I believe they said 3. If this is true, I'm not even going to say if it's true. I highly doubt that this is going to happen. The reason I'm saying this, unless they're over at that other place, Whiteside Residences, I think it was called, that is the developer's project also. So unless that Whiteside is finished, then I don't know how the beach is even going to be. I don't know where these crews are going to come from. There's builders all over, developers all over the eastern section of Dominican Republic, all the way from Cap Cana, Punta Cana, all the way down to Santo Domingo. You really think they're going to be able to grab some people who are sitting there going, hey, we're supposed to have a deadline this summer. We have a deadline next summer, and they're going to go drag themselves over to the beach? Seriously? Come on. That's not going to happen. All right. I don't see how it's going to happen. If it does happen, good for them. I just don't see how they're going to get 3 different crews or 3 different builders to come over and help these guys out. If it does happen, then that speeds up their timeline. but they're still going to be 3 years late. Doesn't matter. 4 years late, quite frankly, no matter how you slice it. And if they don't do what they said, then unfortunately, the beach is going to lose some of its zest, and zeal, because the Vista Canas, the Cruise on Lands, the Larimars, the Aldea Parks, downtown Punta Cana itself is going to be a lot of buildings built before they finish their stuff. They had a perfect thing where it would have been like all over social media and everything if they would have just finished even this year or even next year. But they're not even finishing this year or next year for all 24 buildings plus the condos, and they still have to build the arena buildings. They haven't even started reality. 2 pads, which are nothing. They haven't even started. It's disgusting to watch what's happening to that beautiful, beautiful place. The buildings themselves is spectacular. I just love the way the condos look themselves. It's spectacular. Spectacular. All right, let's see. The townhouse at Boca Chica had 8 months delay, but they are great communicators. That is all I ask. Honesty and communication is essential. The beach needs to work on those too. Yes, and Mr. De La Cruz, I agree with you 100%. The beach, unfortunately, I was involved when the developers started coming in and bullying Rosa. And behind the scenes, I was privy to some stuff that was coming. And then these guys just walk in and be like, okay, we were going to sell the 2-bedroom condos at like 142 or whatever it was. They walk in and be like, oh, we're just going to raise it to 180 now. Oh, and by the way, those 3 bedrooms that were, what were they, 205, we're going to make those 235, 250 in a matter of a week. Change the price twice. They started doing all kind of crazy. And then you found out who the developers were, and then you knew their reputation. And then you were like, oh, this is going to be a problem. So, but it was already too late if you've already signed your contracts. And then they fired her, and she was ahead of the numbers that they wanted, but they wanted to take over. Let's just call it what it is. And from there, they haven't communicated well at all. They used to have somebody in the owners group, at least, Rosa or her husband or whatever. But the developers themselves, they don't want to really participate like that, which is a shame. But anyhow, he's right. They're not going to work on it. They've never worked on it right now. This was the most disgusting thing that happened, in my opinion. They have a party when they built that little bar, or I don't even know what that is. That little bar, little serving area by the lagoon. That was distasteful, in my opinion, because there's no way somebody should be living there and they're having thrown a party and they're 3 years behind. I was just like, man, that's just not right. It looks cool, yes, but doing that, knowing people haven't gotten delivery, knowing people that have done their inspections, and knowing there's errors, like walls aren't straight, things like this. And I'm like, wait, you guys are partying like this? And I was like, to me, partying, maybe for them, just an unveiling. But to me, I was like, that was distasteful in my opinion. So I just got to call it like it is. All right. That's totally distasteful. I mean, that's crazy. That'd be like Victor Marrero. They build a piece of Cana Rock, and now all of a sudden they're inviting all these people to come over and have a party, come eat, come do this. And you're still like, hey guys, you still got 3 more buildings to build. Some of us are like 3 years late, 2 years late. What are you doing? That's insulting, in my opinion. I'm just saying. So, Mr. De La Cruz, I'm sure other owners feel the same way. Here we go. They had to drastically increase the prices because the early contracts had no increases in our contracts. In order to complete the project, they had to get the money from the new contracts. Exactly right, Mr. De La Cruz. Exactly. They rolled in, and they were at that point. I was right in the midst because I was in touch with Rosa, because I was looking at one of the units, as you guys know, and she told me, she goes, this was crazy. I'll never forget it. She's like, yeah, the guys are coming on Monday and they're going to discuss price increases. Well, as you know, most people don't know, what they used to do at the beach was whenever they opened up another phase, they raised the price, right? It was like $5,000. That's what the next price would be. So it was a standard thing. It was no big deal. Then I remember she goes, oh, the developers are coming in and they're talking about discussion of raising prices. I asked her, do you know how much what's that? There's no new phase, is there? She's like, no, but they're going to raise the prices. How much? She's like, I don't know. Monday, no show. Tuesday, I think they showed up like Tuesday instead of Monday. And they literally just said everything is like $20,000 more right then and there. So she tells me this is now this price. And then by the end of the week, it was like another price. It was crazy. It was really, really crazy. It didn't base it on the phases, but I think that's the case. What Mr. De La Cruz is talking about. This is exactly what happened. The first contracts had no price increases. Whatever you paid, that's what you got. So they compensated for everybody else's contracts, making it that up to 25% or 25%, whatever it is, it says 25%. So whether it's going to be up to 25% or 25% more, who knows? But the fact the language is in there, that gives them an area where they can charge people 25% more. It's ridiculous. Agree with you. It's the way they operate. That has been my argument when I go every year. Communication should be more often. I've been telling them that any updates, regardless of size, is good. Exactly, Victor Morrell. And you know what's pretty interesting? That we're talking about this right now. Larimar, who I'm about to show, if Jim Z is still here and everybody else, I'm about to show you Larimar. This is one of the problems that I'm beginning to have with Larimar. Same thing. They're talking all this big game and they're showing us all these images. I'm sitting there like, hey, Jaway J is going to be there at the end of the month. Jaway J was there last 2 months ago. He drove out there and he's like, hey, there's no road out here, really. There's a dirt road. You drive past some ranches or where people live and you do whatever, but there's no designated area. So now there's allegedly more road, more designated area, whatever. But still, there's no pictures. There's no sending anybody any information and updates. There's no owner's site or owners groups or anything like this. So I'm just like, and it's 90% sold out in Tower 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's crazy. So they have to even open up another tower by now. That's all I'm saying. No communication. That's the situation. And we're going to have to get on these guys about that. Next time Danny's on, hopefully, in fact, I'm probably going to have Danny on. I'm going to see if he'll come on in about a week. And we'll talk about Larimar some more. But before that, on Monday, they have a meeting every Monday. So I got to put that as one of my things because they need to actually have communications. That's key. Because let's call everything like you guys heard when I told him, when he said, yeah, we're going to be done by the end of 2025, our first phase. I was like, and then he said that the first of, January or February 2026, whatever. I'm like, you guys remember when we had our live stream, I said, hey, man, it's 45 days from now. So that must have been June 15th when they said we're going to have a model in July. And I reminded them about that model that Cruise on Land said they were going to have in January of 2023, and they still don't have the model done. And so now you're going to do one in 45 days? I don't know. That nobody's ever been able to do that. Nobody. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen here either. All right? Let's just call it what it is. No sense in the, visions of grandeur is nice, but trying to say something that's never been done by anybody else is a whole nother ballgame. So we'll see what happens because 2 weeks from now is the end. And let's say it's August. Is it going to be August? Doubtful as well. Nobody's ever built a model in 2 months or 1 month. So it's good to talk about that. But what we're talking about now is 2.5 years from now, you're supposed to have phase 1 finished. I don't see a foundation anywhere in Larimar. So I'm just saying. All right, here we go. Jim Z, my #1 rated project in my humble opinion, Larimar, when it's finished, will be what I'm calling the jewel of the Caribbean. This is 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's see. I am now starting to get updates monthly, sometimes 2 per month. That's great, because that's what they should be doing at Conarock, quite frankly, as well. In fact, today I received an update from them, perhaps because I'm supposed to be closing second quarter 2024. What building are you? Wait, hold on, Victor Marrero. What building are you in? Because I know you switched. Because if you're in building 1, I can almost buy second quarter 2024. But if you're in building 2, because I think Galaxy has more than 1 building, right? If I'm not mistaken. So it all depends. I could almost buy that, but we will see. I think 2024, if done, it would be end of 2024, but we'll see. We'll see how far they've come along. Because what basically right now, that's a year from now, let's say, they would need to have their building finished, just the outside. Then they need to have their enclosed glass. Then they need to have their flooring. Then I would believe that a year from now, it would be officially open. And even then, that would be pushing it, because they got to do all the interiors of all the units. And some people have furnished packages, I'm sure, furniture packages. But yeah, that would be nice if they finished 2024 second quarter, but I'm skeptical. We will see. But I'm glad to hear they're giving you updates twice a month, or even once a month is great. I'd live with once per month, because none of the projects that I'm involved with ever gave out any updates. Crazy. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes. This is how long this video is. Check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. And by the way, $94,000 at Larimar is a one bedroom. The price went up 2.5% in July, this month. Two bedrooms. I don't know what the price, well, if you can find one, there's none left except for the two bedrooms that are two one bedrooms that make 1,100 square feet. Those are 185,000. You can make it either a two bedroom or a three bedroom for the same price. Or at a higher floor, you can get a two bedroom or three bedroom for 189,000. Got your picks. Or the best deal of a century right now is a penthouse unit in the Prime Towers for 340,000, 346. Or if you want the one in the front that might have water view on the horizon, overlooks the boardwalk with all those pools, beach clubs, 380,000, 360,000. All right, they went up. These are the deals. 1,900 square feet. They are still at 2,000 or less per square meter. 2 years or a year and a half from now, you can forget all that, because even a simple 3,000 a square meter means now that property is going to be worth $600,000. All right. So just get a clue, understand. And at the beach, if the beach comes correct, they're 2,400 square foot penthouse units. They're already going to be at 3,000 a square meters. If somebody buys that 700,000, they're going to be at 2,900 per square meter as a price point. Just warning you right now. So this is why you have to seriously consider this. The Galaxy is, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to do something. Okay. People have heard us talking about the Galaxy. So why not, Victor Moreau? I should just bring up the Galaxy, right? Why don't I just bring up the Galaxy? Oh, I need to remove this. I'll just bring up. Okay. Galaxy is only one building with two sides, A and B. Both are being built together because the top floor restaurant unites both sections. That's where the restaurant's going to be. I always wondered where it was going to be at. Cool. How sweet is that? So we've talked about it enough, so I guess I should bring it up on screen, right? Here are some pictures of Galaxy. So here's what he's talking about. So the front side is the side that, okay, I see what's happening now. I thought it was a building on the other side, but it is on the other side, but it's north, south, or whatever, east, west. And so this up here, I didn't realize that was a restaurant up here somewhere. So there are two buildings, and you have a view of the golf course on one side. And I think if you're on the upper floor, you should be able to see the ocean from one of these sides for sure. So that's pretty special. These are smaller than I want to show, but these are just renderings. Here we go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's their little bar restaurant inside. I mean, sorry, bar, snack bar at the pool. Gives you a little idea of what it's going to look like. Again, renderings. These haven't been built yet. So there you go. All right. Now, golf cart parking, main lobby with reception areas. Oh, and mini mart. Something we did not know. Signature restaurants. Okay. Infinity pool. Um, okay. Swim up bar, yes. Gym, yes. Elevators, yes. Ocean and golf course views. Oh, this right here, underground parking. That'll be interesting. Okay, you get a stove, fridge, washer, dryer, extractor, fully air conditioning. Now, as you know, sold. They only have 48 available. I don't. They used to have prices on these. Let's go see if they have prices now. No, they don't. All right. So if you want a 2-bedroom here, you guys know what they are. They're 383,000, 400,000, 410,000, depending on what floor you're on. They don't have pricing, I'm pretty sure. They used to. Let's see. This is just for the down payment. Let's go look. Yeah, it's just for the down payment. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, just to give you an idea. All right. White line and, oh, penthouse units. Wow. Whoa. That's nice. These are 3,000 square feet. Sheesh. 2,600 square feet. Wow. Okay. If they're that big, that's impressive. All right. All right. There we go. Okay. Victor Morrell sent me something in the back office. What is this? Um, all right. Well, I'll do that. That's it's in Spanish. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I need a. All right. Well, if we're talking Connor Rock, then go call and see Carla. Got to get in touch with Carla. Let her know Victor Morrell told you to come by and check it out. SSN Nation, but Victor Morrell. I don't have her info. Oh, we do have her info. All right. Owner Services Manager is Carla. So I will give you the link if you want, if you're interested, because they do have 1 bedrooms. I don't know how much 1 bedrooms are. Oh, by the way, I should do this in all fairness. Connor Rock Galaxy is up front, is closer to the Hard Rock. But with all fairness, I should show a little bit more of the golf course. No matter where you are, you're always going to have to pay extra. All right. But here's some of the projects. They have Connor Rock, Star, Galaxy, Universe. I'm not familiar with Stellar. Space is also similar to Galaxy, just as pricey probably now. Connor Rock, Terra. Okay. Connor Rock condos. They don't have those here anymore. Interesting. All right. Here we go. 124,000 to 650,000. You know, those are the penthouse units, probably. So here we go. Connor Rock Star. Here we go. Available units from 248,000 at Connor Rock Star. Connor Rock Star looks like 2 bedroom, 2 baths. 11, what is that? 112 per square. That's like, what is that? 130, I mean, 1,300 and something, 1,320 something square feet. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is over 2,000 a square meter. This is over 224. So that means these are over 2,000 a square meter. What can I tell you? Here you go. This is kind of Rockstar. So there you go. They're giving us a little hint. Here's the Galaxy. Okay. These unit prices, you're going to have to get in touch with Carla because these aren't the unit prices anymore. I can tell you right now, you can't buy anything at Galaxy for 220. Those days are over. Unless maybe, well, I don't even think you can buy a one bedroom for that unless a one bedroom costs that. Is that possible? Maybe it's a one bedroom. Let's say Connor Rock Universe. Okay. Universe is interesting. This says from 153. They have one bedrooms here. I don't think they're 153 anymore. This is space. Units from 181. You're going to have to get in touch with Carla, ladies and gentlemen. Let them know Victor Marrero sent you. I'm putting a link for her calendar down below in the chat box. So you can go over there, show some love. But that's interesting. And these prices have escalated. What I find, and here's Terra. I don't know about, Terra. Okay. I didn't know this was Terra. Some of this I think is already built. So these started at 202 for 2-bedroom units. Blue Marina, 124. They used to have one bedrooms here for 89,000. So I'm pretty sure this is a one bedroom now for 124, but I'm pretty sure they're higher than that. This isn't spectacular in El Cortecito. It's right across the street from restaurant, bars, but not the nightclubs. But restaurant, bars, mini mart, pharmacy is all walking distance, literally less than 50 yards away. Literally. All right. As soon as you cross the street, you're right by that world. Well, I guess it's probably world famous because it's on YouTube. The bar, and it's on the street. Juice Bar. It's right across the street here. It's like right on this corner across the street, and across on this side is places like Citrus Restaurant and a few others right across the street, literally. And you go off on this corner over here a little ways. This is where the mini mart is. So you got grocery shopping right across the street. Oceana is going to be back this way, probably about 100 to 200 yards away. You can walk down there. They're building an actual full-blown supermarket down there. So it's in the right location, and this will be awesome. So that's still a great deal if you want to go hang over at that spot. So again, talk to Carla. Let her know Victor Marrero sent you, courtesy of SSN Nation as well. All right. So hopefully that helps you guys out for Connor Rock. And in fact, I guess I should do more than that, right? You can get into Hard Rock, but only go to the casino. Owners and owners' guests, you can get discount bracelets for either certain hours of the day. They're starting around $100, $105 and then go up to like $140, $150. If you want to stay there almost all day, it's going to be like $150 or thereabouts. But talk to her. Kana Bay, that's another place that's there. All our owners get free access to one of the best beach clubs in Punta Cana, a few meters from your apartment. Now, Kana Bay, if you're not an owner, it costs you a consumption fee. I don't know what it is exactly. I think it's $30. You pay $30. This takes you out to the beach. But if you eat something, it's taken up off against that. So either pay $30, go to the beach club, hang out, go out to the beach, hang out, and then leave, or pay $30, hang out at the beach, hang out at the beach club, and get something to eat. Consumption, you want to eat because you already paid $30. Everybody in your party has to pay $30. Golf, you have to pay for. Let's call it a day. Gym club, racket club, wellness center. I don't know anything about that. Victor Moreau is going to have to tell me because I didn't know. I knew they had a tennis court. I know they have a fitness center, but it's inside Galaxy. I don't know about this wellness center, though. I don't know. So hopefully that helps out since we're talking, showing some love. Okay, Mr. De La Cruz. He's talking about the beach, ladies and gentlemen, in downtown Punta Cana. A lot of us don't live in the DR. People sometimes think we are crazy for sending payments to a different country. So some people are nervous about it, and the lack of communication doesn't help. I agree, 100%. That does make people nervous because they've never done it. And let's call it what it is. In some cases, there could be some bad actors, and there's always something that happens, right? So that would make people nervous with no communication, sending thousands of dollars, and somebody might hold 50, 40, 60, $70,000. And you're like, wait a minute, you're not even talking to me. That does get a little stressful, right? Exactly. From Vanessa, Mrs. Seamless Genius or Miss Seamless Genius. Exactly, Mr. De La Cruz. That's been my guy's concern with us buying together. Yep. Okay, so the best company, I'm just going to call it what it is. Noval Properties, they're like one of the best pre-construction project companies. Their website allows you to make payments on their website, and it's all straight trackable at their website. It's crazy, right? I think they even let you use crypto to make payments as well. It's pretty sweet. They have one of the best ones where you don't have to do it, send it in, and then somebody sends you a receipt, things like that. You can actually pay right on their website, which is cool. I wish everybody did that. Be sweet. But Noval Properties is places like Atlantida, Oceana, Lagoons Residences inside Vista Cana. Oceana is at El Cordacito, Los Corrales area. They also are doing the Wave Garden at Cap Cana. They're doing Harbor Bay, Cap Cana. They're doing, I'm trying to think if there's some other off the top of my head. I can't remember. Anyhow, Mr. De La Cruz, at Vanessa, I don't want to scare you, but my cousin lost $17K in a project in Santiago, DR. The construction company completed phase 1 and disappeared. You have to do your research before anything. Yes, that is something that's very, yes. Again, construction company does matter. That does matter, I have to say. So when we deal with these companies like Claire HP, who's doing Larimar, but they're also doing the structures for Oceana. They're also doing the structures for Wave Garden in Cap Cana. That company, just like the company in Veron that's doing Cruise on Land, they're from Colombia. They already build worldwide, so they should be good. Some of the developers inside Vista Cana, they have Comfort Tour, most of them, so they're pretty much going to be fine. But generally, most of the places that I try to get you guys to put your money into are places that are going to be built. Whether they're going to be built 3 years overdue or 4, who knows? But those are the spots, right? Nothing you can do about it. But yeah, it happens on all real estate deals. Something could happen. I'm sorry to hear that, but that's a shame. Wonder what happened after that. Mr. De La Cruz, they sold like 3 phases, but only completed 1. They are in court, but at the end of the day, it is a developing country. Laws sometimes don't mean anything. All right. Well, we'll find out, because what should have happened is another developer should have came in. Mr. De La Cruz, you're absolutely right. We have heard some stories. Yes, there's always going to be stories. Just sent you an email. There is a 3D icon where you can see prices. Oh, hold on a second. We got prices. 3D icon. Oh, wait. I don't. Oh, okay. All right. We got something new here for Cana Rock. Some 3Ds. Let's see if I can actually see this. This would be awesome. This would be special. I'm hoping you're talking about the HAUZD. I'm familiar with them. They normally didn't have prices, though. This is cool if they do. We're going to wait on this loading. This is great news because then we can see what the latest prices are. Thank you, Victor Morel, for letting me know. Let's go. De La Cruz says Noval is the best developer in the DR. Yeah, your money is guaranteed if you invest with them. Their properties are very expensive, though, at Vanessa. Yes. Well, are they really? I don't think so. Atlantida, you could have gotten River Island. Well, okay, let's call it a studio, I believe. 159, I think they started at. A one bedroom would have been like 180. A two bedroom would have been 200. Atlantida is pretty special in itself. That's another nice project. So they're not all that pricey. You could have a Wave Garden in the 200s. You can have a Harbor Bay in the 200s at Cap Cana. But generally, the funny part is that Lagoons residences across the street from the beach in Vista Cana, they had one bedroom swim ups like 135, 145,000 when it first came out. That was crazy. Two bedrooms, I can't remember what the pricing was, but I think it was still less than 200. That's their property inside Vista Cana. It was reasonable, but they sold out within a week. All the swim up units and all the ones facing the beach sold out within 2 weeks. It was crazy because I was trying to get one originally. But I wanted the man-made beach view because otherwise you're facing Primaveral or something. So anyhow, but thank you, Mr. De La Cruz. Exactly. Naval is one of the best developers. We thought about Mexico, and you have to be careful there as well. Thanks. Yes, you have to be careful all the time, no matter where you're investing. Mr. De La Vanessa, lots of love. I'm trying to figure out how to highlight your name. I don't know how you do it. I can't see or highlight. So, unfortunately, I'm on StreamYard. Jawway J at Vanessa, work with Nestor. DR is a better option. Exactly. I agree. 110% with all that. I felt pretty good about the people Eric has brought in, honestly. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Appreciate it. Yeah, all the guys are making things happen. Mr. Estachio, they're making things happen. Nestor, all the projects going well. In fact, Nestor is, like I said, getting people units, just like Gwen at Larimar, getting everybody their units because somebody canceled or somebody was on the fence and they changed units, whatever the case may be. All of us who started out with, they thought I was Eric White and they thought I had a unit. So every time they're switching me around and I'm like, why do you keep moving units? Then finally I was like, wait, I'm not Eric White. They're like, what's going on? We're weird question and answer series. It was cool. But the fact of the matter is, it was like I couldn't have a unit in the front like I wanted. And so every time there's like 4 of us who possibly couldn't get units up front, then he scoured and made sure he was up to date, making sure everybody does whatever they needed to do. And next thing you know, all 4 of us are up front, which is overlooking the boardwalk in Tower 1 or Tower 2. So what can you say, man? Phase 1. So there's at least 4 of us in Tower 1 and 2. Then we have 2, I think it's 2 more or 2 or 3 that's in Tower, I don't know which one they got. I think it was Tower 4. It was Tower 4. What am I saying? It was Tower 4. I know for a fact. All right. I felt pretty good about the people Eric has brought in. Yes. Thank you. Yep. Mr. De La Cruz, I don't invest in Mexico because I don't want to be concerned about the cartel taking over and kidnapping stuff is at a different level. Exactly. That's another concern. And also, you don't even have it deeded or nothing as well. And I have to agree with you. It's almost like you're building all these resorts with the potential of the cartel taking over. Can just roll in. And who's going to resist when you're having some AK-47s and, some 16s pointed at you with a mob? Even if the mob is 10 to 20 deep, they're taking over. We don't have weapons. So, and they'll kidnap you. And they'll just kill you for the hell of it. So we got problems. Mr. De La Cruz, facts. We just got back. Mexico is beautiful, but that threat is real. You got that right. You got that exactly right. Jawway J, thanks from Vanessa Comegate. Lovely, lovely. Mr. De La Cruz at Vanessa Facts. I don't mind visiting. As a matter of fact, I'm going to Mexico City tomorrow on vacation. Right on. Hey, be safe, man. Vanessa Wilson, Mr. De La Cruz, cool. Enjoy. It's a great vacay place to visit. Yes. Be safe, man. I don't even like Mexico City hanging out around there, man. I used to be a little concerned until I visited. Once I did it and saw the entire project and met with the senior developers, I felt differently. All these are very respectful organizations. Yes, Victor Morel. Oh, Conarock, I don't really, it's a whole different thing. It's not the beach. Conarock's not the beach. The beach is a whole nother animal. They've already been suspect and developers. That's why they were unknown. They already did business in Santo Domingo. And so they kind of got booted out. So that's why they never said who the real developers were. So, but Conarock, they're making things happen. You can see videos on YouTube about Blue Marina and El Cordecito. It's up now. It was a big hole for years. All of a sudden, poof, they got like 3-4 floors up. Trust me, there are many people there, especially in Punta Cana and Cap Cana, that don't need our money. They are loaded. When I say loaded, I'm talking about another level. Exactly. Vanessa Comegate, thanks, guys. That's why we must visit the DR. I know that will make the difference. Yeah, it's basically, you got to visit. You got to feel comfortable. Just like your normal business venture or any business venture you do, you have to feel comfortable. That's just a natural thing. And if you don't feel comfortable, then don't invest. Mr. De La Cruz, nice, enjoyed. I can't wait for my next escape. Exactly, enjoy. Just be safe in Mexico City, because you go down some of the wrong streets, you'll be right in the midst of something. So hopefully you'll be all good. It's a huge place as well. Sheesh. All right. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We went into the real estate game. We started talking about that. And in fact, you know what? Just in case somebody really wants to know, here's a project that has damn near went up 50%. I'm going to play this Miami one. Lofty Brickell. Where is it? Do I even have it? I'm pretty sure I do. Check this out. This is pretty interesting. No, I don't have Lofty Brickell here. Huh. I keep looking for it. Looks like I don't have it. So how is that possible? No, Lofty. Yes, I do have Lofty Brickell. Okay, Lofty Brickell. You could have bought, well, if I got to make sure, because I think it was 400. Was it 400 or 300? Oh, well, doesn't really matter. It's now 600,000 for a studio now, and up for a 1-bedroom and 2 bedrooms or more. So here you go, Lofty Brickell. On the river, downtown Miami, in Brickell. They are actually going to put their own marina out there. Can you believe you could have bought a just under $1 million penthouse unit originally at Lofty Brickell? Now it's going to be $3 million. That's crazy. Crazy stuff.
Imagine landing in Miami International Airport. From your flight, you see what Miami is all about. Water, beaches, high rises, a vibrant city.
This sleepy little town that had all of the elements and components to become a spectacular city. And here we come with this incredible Miami of 2022, punctuated by unbelievable offerings, and Lofty brings it all together.
This incredible city by the water, this beautiful Brickell neighborhood, right by the river, the lights of the beautiful buildings, people walking by, having a great time, whether it's having dinner or lunch or enjoying the weather, and then you arrive to Lofty.
It's captured the essence of our city. All the things that make this city exciting have been packaged into one product. We're on the water. We have great activation with wonderful speakeasies, waterfront eating, flexible living in an incredible location. They've bottled the energy of the city in one fabulous building.
It provides a flexible ownership model that doesn't exist. total freedom for you as an owner. Freedom to leave it, freedom to use it, freedom to monetize it as you please. It comes 100% furnished and finished with a tremendous amount of services and everything within a setting that is very, very well designed and very well thought out.
Here the big idea was obviously the urban and the natural character of the riverfront. And that manifests in two different interesting design aesthetics that have a kind of tension with each other. A very modern, forward-looking aesthetic, an urban aesthetic, but with a very tactile and natural rendering. Marrying urban and glamorous aspects of downtown with the riverfront and bringing those two worlds together in an aesthetic was really the primary goal of the project.
Probably nothing is more powerful than the location. In this case, it is the river, and it's an active river. Ships, yachts, canoes, everything goes up and down that river. We were looking to a design that made some reference to the nautical forms, so there's always some degree of coincidence with the vocabulary that you would find in naval architecture.
We are located at one of the most unique spots in Miami at the crossroads of the Underline and the Miami Greenway, the Riverwalk, as well as being close to the burgeoning neighborhood of Brickell City Center at Brickell Avenue in general, and we wanted to engage with the public realm. So the ground floor of the building essentially spills out into the neighborhood and invites the neighborhood in and look at the riverfront, watch the yachts go by, and really feel as if they're part of an amazing community.
It's not only just a residential or flexible ownership concept. It's all about belonging to a club, making you an insider, giving you this sense of belonging. If you want access, you want activation, you want the best location, and you want to own, then Lofty is the only way.
I was listening myself. One awesome project. I put in the chat room, sold with Sophia at gmail.com. Talk to her, SSN Nation, let her know Eric sent you. All right. We're going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Thanks, guys. That's why you must visit the DRNO. Okay, we're going to wrap this up this evening. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys, and we're going to go through the last messages. Mr. De La Cruz, nice. Enjoy your escape. Yahweh J. Victor, yes, that's true. Locals are buying some of these projects. Exactly. Adds to the price increase and availability. At Vanessa, you have to move quickly. Prices continue to go up every 3 months or so, and even pre-construction prices are no more that attractive. Exactly. That's where we're getting to. That's why I keep giving you the prices, because it's at almost 200, 150 to 200, approaching 170 to 200 per square meter. Whereas before we were at 100, we were at 70 just 2 years ago. So, and the things are going to increase more rapidly because we even have more tourists, more eyes are on the DR. So now you have more demand, and prices are going to go up naturally in all projects except at Larimar, where they're doing 2.5 every 3 months. That's not a lot, quite frankly, but it is because it's based on the price and based on the floor. So this no longer all floors are the same price. Higher floor costs a little more. So that 2.5 on the 12th floor may be more than the 2.5 on the 3rd floor. So all I'm saying, great advice, Yahweh J. Great advice, Yahweh J. Absolutely. I've been watching it. Yes, Vanessa has been paying attention as she should. Any investment, you should take your time. So there's always, as long as you're in that 150 to 200 per square foot, you should be fine. Even if you get up to 250. Once you start getting to 300, you still are probably going to be fine, but why pay 300 when you can pay 200 or less per square foot? All right, let's wrap this up. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you for your participation. And once again, I love you very much. I appreciate your support after all these years. We continue, but please join us on Monday for the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have more conversations. And with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, just make sure that you be safe out here, because it's a crazy world we're living in. And keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.